Hello, and Dice, the D&D stream in the world of Lutoroan created by myself. And with me today, I have the lovely Nolina, who is playing Kyra. Nolina, say hello.
Hello.
I've got Al, who is playing Gronlin.
Hello.
I have Ryson, who is going to be playing Finn.
Hello.
James is playing Dunka.
How's it going?
We have Zach, who will be running the stream tonight, and he is going to be playing Addie.
Howdy.
I've got Alex with me, who is going to be playing Cloudy Day.
Hello.
And last but not least, we have David, who's going to be playing Noctuum. Okay. Some of you who were with us last week will notice that we are missing a player. Anna unfortunately had to work, so she won't be joining us tonight, but she will be back next week. Alrighty, so real quick, we want to give a big thank you to the Overhyped for following us once we started the stream, because we couldn't say thank you before the stream started, as well as all of the others who started following us last week. And now some very exciting news. We have our first sponsor. It's very exciting because this is only our second week streaming. So we want to give a big thank you to Chuck Weimer Music for sponsoring us. Chuck just released his first radio single, Take You Anywhere, which can be found on Spotify, Apple Music, and anywhere else that you stream your tunes. You can help support him by playing and adding his songs to your playlists so he can keep supporting us. We also have a new Discord that everybody can join, so if you want to go and find us on Deviants and Dice, as always, we just opened up the Discord today, about an hour before the stream started. So if you want to go talk to us outside of the chat, or you want to keep talking to your friends that you meet in chat outside of chat, everybody go join in on that. We also have Twitter, so you can follow us for updates on when streams are going to be, if there's any cancellations, and if we do any special streams for any extra holidays, or we start doing other new streams. We also have a Facebook page where you can get that same information, as well as keep up on when the stream is going to be. And then we have our YouTube channel, where you can subscribe to us and get notified when videos get posted on there, in case you miss the stream on Tuesdays. Other than that, does anybody else have any announcements? No? Alrighty, then the lovely Al, playing Gronlin, is going to read our summary from last week.
No one's ever called me lovely.
It's a one-time thing.
One time. It's a one-time thing. That's all it is. The party met up for the first time on Taros, the first of Strokes, and the beginning of the spring festivals in the year 977, to find Rumara in need of assistance in finding her missing airship. She set out 10,000 gold for each of them as their down payment, and the group prepared to set off for Rustmore in the Ustara Desert on the continent of Glockwol. I apologize for my English because it is terrible.
It's okay,
Also,
man.
not all of these words are English.
Not all of these words are English, but in general, my English is terrible. Where Kyra and Finn saw it heading about 3 weeks prior. See, there you go. That was prior was an actual English word. Kyra, in addition to this, found a notice board in the Defiant Plate Tavern and shared them with the group. After some discussion, they decided to head for Fearborn, where they were meant to collect a letter and deliver it to Lord Ragmar in Ravenwood, the very city they began in. However, plans changed after the group overheard two women talking in the city and discovered that a group of hags and a strange, mysterious woman assisting them in kidnapping children in Wolfcall, one of the towns that the group found a quest for, to defend the town against werewolves who are kidnapping their women. The group decided to set off for Wolfcall and handle the hag and werewolf issues, and possibly discover who this mysterious woman is. They to make their plan to then make their way to Lighthorn to clear out harpies from the lighthouse. Then they plan to head to Fearborn to collect the letter, and once again head back to Ravenwallow to deliver it. Once the group arrived at Wolfcall on Earth, the third of Stroops, in the year
Stropus.
Stropus in the year 977, they found an entire town full of mostly men, with only 6 to 7 women and 6 to 7 children. The townspeople looked to the party with such hope. Finn told Gronlin, "Are you ready to be a hero? Because these people need one." And boy, were they ever right. English, yeah.
I think Al is going to be reading the summaries from now on because that was
No,
pretty
you
entertaining.
could not.
It's a permanent job.
No,
You
I don't
volunteer.
want
This is your job.
Let the chat decide.
Fine.
You guys let us know. Do you want Gromlin to continue to read the summary?
You can't read for shit.
Alrighty. So, as I stated before, you arrive in Wolfcall to about a dozen men and just a handful of women and children staring at you with such hope. Because, as Finn said, they clearly need a hero. Many of the men are injured, some are missing limbs, and when they see Rimara, they immediately um, begin to ask her for help because they recognize her from what she was able to do in other cities. Not many of you know what she can do. You'll have to ask her about that when she's here. But Rimara is going to be tending to the wounded while y'all are investigating these two separate occurrences. So, the question is, what would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to find who the head honcho of this lovely village, town, establishment, wherever we are.
It's a small town. There's probably maybe 2 dozen homes and just
Okay.
a handful of shops. And you can tell this is probably what is supposed to be the town hall.
Okay. Is there anybody? Everybody's just milling about outside.
Everybody that you can see, the men are very protective of the women that are still there. The women are essentially being herded towards the town hall very slowly. It's
Mhm.
not something that they are noticing, but it's something that y'all are noticing. It's the
Okay.
same thing with the children. They're herding the children towards the town hall because they're expecting what you can expect to be another attack that evening.
Okay. So I will head to the town hall
Alrighty.
because I'm already ready to help this town. Like, let's go. This is what I do. That's where I'm going.
Alright. Is anybody going with Gronlin? Or is anybody doing anything else?
Dunkel will look over at Addy and say, "Is this where we get paid at? Because that's what I need."
No, this isn't where we're getting paid at. And Addie's gonna go with Gronlin.
Yeah. Y'all can't drive this cart without me or Addy. So
There you go. You're not going nowhere.
you ain't going nowhere fast.
None of you
I'm
are
more worried about the
Gronlin.
fact we're just leaving 2 carts in the middle of the city right now, or this
Yeah.
town right now.
So Cloudy's actually going to hide in one of the carts.
There you
Unless-
go.
Kyra will look at Cloudy and be like, "Just stay here with the carts," and she'll go grab Finn and ask her, and like, "Finn, what are we doing?"
Hmm.
Dunkel will stay behind with the other cart then.
Whether or not we wish to help or not, the others are going to help. And if Ramara dies, we don't get paid. So we're going to help out the town.
That's true. Let's go.
If
Let's go.
Ramara dies, we don't get paid. I like
It's
that.
the
That's funny.
truth.
You guys
It's
got
the
paid
truth.
already.
That was
But
just
we're
the
not
down
being
payment.
finished.
This is
Yeah.
a down payment.
We're not going to get finished paid yet.
Alright, so the 5 of you are heading to the town hall while Cloudy and Dunka stay behind with the carts. Sounds like a plan. So as you approach the town hall, the men actually, they don't put up a fight. They kind of step aside because as soon as they glance at you all, Except for, let me look at my notes real quick. Except for, let's see. Let's see. Everybody except for Gronlin and Kyra and Noctuum, actually. The three of you, they're a little suspicious of, but they don't stop you because they see that you're coming in with
Coming in
Addie,
hot.
with Addie and Finn. They're a little suspicious of you guys, but you're not really sure why. So as you enter the town hall, you can see already there are more women and children in the town hall that have already been rounded up, besides the 6 or 7 that you saw outside. But most of them they've suffered some pretty bad injuries. Many of the children, they don't look as though they've suffered injuries, but they look as though they are very traumatized. You find maybe another 3 or 4 women, and then another 5 to 6 children inside the town hall. And as you go into what you can presume to be the courtroom, you go through the big doors on the opposite side of where the entrance is at, and it opens up to your standard courtroom. You've got benches lining up to a gated area. It opens up. There are 2 tables on each side. There's benches stacked up for a jury, and then there's the judge's seat, your standard everyday courtroom that you can expect to see even in modern times.
I yell, I object. No
really?
one. No. In my head, I'm like, I object.
As you walk in, you see a kind of short-looking ASMR man, I think is what we're gonna go with. Yeah, he's an ASMR man.
Who looks human, but we don't know.
Well, let's
Because
see. If you're trained in religion, you can give me a religion check.
Okay. I am not.
Nope.
Nope.
So I have an advantage on it for some reason.
Yeah, there we go. I know Noctuum must have been proficient with it because he's a cleric. Yeah. So it looks like Noctuum's the only one. So Noctuum, you would immediately recognize that this man is an ASMR man by his golden eyes. They are glowing gold. But he's very short for an ASMR. He's not the standard ASMR that you've seen before. He's sitting up in the judge's seat, kind of filling out paperwork, looking very frazzled.
Greetings, sir. I'm guessing you are the head man of this town?
He looks up, very shocked, clearly not expecting visitors. And he says...
And then I yell, I object. No.
Overruled.
This whole courtroom's out of order.
Did I give you guys? I did. Okay. He says, I mean, I'm as close as you're gonna get. Our previous mayor was unfortunately killed in the hag attack the other night.
Well, yes, we heard tale that there were troubles with hags and werewolves in this town, and we've come to offer any help, any aid that we can. I am Gronlin Baker. What is your name, sir? Put you on the spot.
I was prepared. He says, "Oh, did one of the lords send you? My name is Arnant. I was the mayor's right-hand man, but I guess now I am the mayor."
Way to get promoted.
One hell of a promotion, that's for sure.
Yeah. No. Lord did not send us. We were traveling. Let me pull up the map because I don't remember.
You were traveling from Ravenwallow.
We were traveling. We were in Ravenwallow when we heard of your town was attacked. No lord sent us. We are just travelers and going around helping.
He kind of looks your group up and down for a moment. And then he says, well, the issue that we've been having, issues, I guess. The hags have kidnapped most of our children. The werewolves have kidnapped most of our women. We're not really sure how we're going to survive. Normally, the werewolves we can handle because that's just a once every couple of decades or so. But the hags, they're a new development.
You said the werewolves you could deal with. Have they been increasing? Like the frequency that they've been coming has increased since
No,
the hags?
it's not the frequency. They only come once every 16 years or so. However, they took more of our women than normal. We're not sure why, and we need to find out.
Okay. And then the hags came as sprinkling, apparently.
It was definitely a surprise on that one.
Okay. Well, I'll turn to everybody and be like, who feels like hunting some hags?
Kyra is already. She loves to hunt monsters, and she cares about children, so she definitely will want to find these hags.
So,
My partner Kyra is an expert in this. She will be more than helpful in this endeavor. But there's still
Flatterer,
a lot
thanks,
more.
Finn.
Of course. Though there's still a lot more we have to ask about. Do you know how many hags were about and how many times they've attacked the town so far?
Just been once, but it was one hard hit. There were, goodness, 3 hags, I think. But none of us are trained, and none of the guards had arrived for their shift change yet. So the guards that we did have, they didn't make it because they were already so tired from stupidly fighting the werewolves. We told them not to deal with the werewolves, that's a normal thing. But they didn't listen to us, so they were already wounded and exhausted from fighting the werewolves. They didn't stand a chance even against just 3 hags.
they all perished, these guards?
Every single one of them. Not that we had many to begin with.
Do you know what direction they went to fight these? The hags came to town, right? That's what he said? Or did
Right.
he? Okay.
Yeah, the hags came to town, and that's how they got the children.
Okay. Do you know what direction the hags came from?
He thinks for a moment. Let me open up my map.
Yeah.
That I know which direction they went. He thinks for a moment and he says, goodness, I think probably heading towards Lighthorn almost. If they made it to Lighthorn without any issues from patrols or anything, which hags unfortunately can do, they'd already be long gone by now.
Oh, so they just came once. Like they don't even know if they're coming again.
They have no idea if they're coming again. As
And
far
they-
as he
yeah.
knows, they came once, grabbed all the children that they could, and then took off.
Okay. Would any of us know anything about hags, like how they? I don't know anything about them. Like, I'm trying to think. Like,
I believe Kyra should.
You
Yeah.
can give me either Arcana, if you're trained, you can give me Arcana,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll go with survival checks.
Would
I'm
would Addie have been hired to deal with hags at any point?
Probably, yeah. Addie probably would have been hired to deal with hags. So Addie, After everybody makes their rolls, if they're making them, I'll let you know what you know.
Okay.
Well, I have a +3 to survival. Can I use that instead of Arcana?
Sure.
Who knows? It might be worse. Nope. It was better.
Actually, a lot better.
Hey, it's a lot better.
Anybody else making rolls? Kyra, I know that you like to deal with monster stuff.
I deal with the more human element when it comes to hunting, and I don't have survival.
Nolina, you're muted.
Oh, you're muted right now.
Muted on Zoom.
Yeah.
There
we
you go.
go.
There you are.
Now I think we talked about this yet last session, Sophia. Do I get a normal roll or do I get advantage roll for my Arcana check?
You're a monster hunter, right?
Yep,
Advantage.
that's what I thought.
And a natural
You
20.
didn't even need it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Very
Monster hunter.
nice.
So,
Thank you.
Bronlyn and Addie, you would know that hags can mimic animal sounds and humanoid voices, which is probably how they managed to get so many children to follow them. And that they're also amphibious for the most part. So they can breathe both air and water. In addition to being able to cast spells and stuff. Kyra, would know that they can disguise themselves with a magical illusion, which doesn't hold up to physical check. However, it is very convincing. So that would be possibly how they managed to sneak past patrols on the road. Yeah.
Addy will relay what he knows to the rest of the people who are with him.
Yeah.
I will do the same thing.
See, I told you she was an expert hunter.
Would we know that? Okay.
Duly noted.
Would we know that this is normal hag behavior? Like them coming into
Yes.
towns and stealing children and then never coming back?
It's normal for them to steal children and to move about. It's not normal for them to come into a town.
Okay.
That's a very strange thing for them.
Okay.
However, you also know that there is a mysterious woman with them. You don't know how powerful she is.
Yeah.
So far, they haven't seen her.
My question is there a way to tell them apart then if they can disguise themselves? Is there a way to see through their illusion?
Yes. Kyra knows that very intelligent people who are very good at investigation are able to discern if a hag is disguised.
She will relay that to the group.
Okay. Well, that's not me. My investigation is +0.
So that would be Ramara if she were here.
If she were here.
Enough,
oh, great.
What I am,
The one person who's not here. Okay.
I believe Cloudy said that she has a high intelligence, though.
Cloudy has like a +5 to investigation.
Dang.
Cloudy's got a high investigation.
I mean,
And of course, we wouldn't know because
good
Cloudy doesn't say anything.
Cloudy just
Cloudy's
hides.
in the cart.
Yeah, Cloudy's in the cart. Okay.
I have advantage on it though. Investigation.
Hey.
Let's see. Noctuum is asking if they happen to know the type of hag or a description of the hags and the information of the young woman traveling with the coven. So, to answer your question about the hags, a few of them. Well, let me roll a d100 real quick, just to see. Yeah, easily. Most of the villagers all agree that these were green hags, which, I mean, aside from what I've already told you, you don't know much about. Obviously, you guys know that hags are fae and that they are evil creatures. About the mysterious woman, I'm gonna say that the only thing they really knew about her was that she had hair that was... No, they wouldn't have even seen that. They would have just seen the shape of her body because they came in at night and she was dressed in all black, wearing a hood over her face. So they didn't see anything of her.
And the mystery grows.
I will say, however, that they saw her casting different spells. And I would need to double check what spells those are real quick.
This whole thing smells of trickery.
It does.
I think you mean witchery.
That too.
Agreed.
What's
Trickery,
the difference?
witchery.
They
One
say
is
that
done by witches, of course.
she was definitely a spellcaster, for sure,
Okay.
and that the weapon that she carries, at one point was enshrouded in green flames.
Like Green Flame Blade.
And that she had, I guess you could say, a familiar with her.
She's a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry.
You say that, but it's not just wizards that can cast Find Familiar.
Yeah.
She had a familiar of a raven with her.
Raven.
Of course. Why would it be anything else?
Like, that's gonna be a recurring theme.
Sure, that's nothing to
Is it?
probably know.
Is it?
Oh, actually, I have to go ask.
Is it?
So
I
the
mean,
werewolves
just
have. Oh, wait.
look at our new stream theme.
Very nice.
Is it?
Also,
Okay.
I'll go ask the new mayor. So if the werewolves have already attacked, is the village still under danger of being attacked by them again anytime soon?
He is a little hesitant at first, and he says, possibly. Well, every 16 years, they'll make several trips during the spring months. I can't exactly tell you why, because that's not my place. However, one wolf in particular likes to come back more often than the others, in search of something. We're not sure what.
One more question, if I may ask. You said that you've dealt with these werewolves since they come so frequently. Do you seem to have any spare items or weaponry that we could procure for the time being to help with these problems that you have?
He's looking for silver bullets.
I know.
Hell yeah, I am. Say it. Say I have silver bullets now.
He thinks for a moment, and he shakes his head because he says, we don't fight them when they come. We let them take what they want.
Oh.
Oh, that's a very interesting town
Okay.
idea.
It's only when they start taking more than we can actually provide that it becomes an issue.
And do you know where they came from? Like,
he nods and he says, we suspect that they have a camp to the northwest, about a day's ride or so. It wouldn't be very hard to find them. There's a lot of them.
In which way did the hags go?
The hags went towards Lighthorn,
which is northeast of here.
If
And
I can ask, if this is such a regular scheduled thing, why hasn't the Lord sent a regiment of actual trained soldiers to go deal with it?
Don't think you understand how werewolf packs work, my friend. You can have 300 soldiers against just 30 werewolves, and unless you have silvered weapons and magic weapons, you are out of luck when it comes to fighting them. And as much as the lords would like to handle the werewolf situation, making a silvered weapon is a very expensive process and not something they can take the time to equip their men with.
So sad, but so true.
Additionally, the lords don't think it's that big of an issue since they don't come on a regular basis. They only come once every 16 years.
Sounds like a regular basis.
Not regular
Yeah.
enough for them to take action.
And the last time they came was 16 years ago.
Correct. Aside
Oh.
from just a few nights ago.
Oh, so they came twice. They came a few nights ago, and then.
They come every 16 years.
Okay, so they're not coming for another 16 years.
No, they're saying they come, make multiple trips to the town every 16 years.
Yeah. So it's in the 16th year they will make multiple trips.
Okay.
Searching for something, but the people
Never know
aren't
what
sure
else.
what. They just know that every 16 years, many of their women go missing, and they don't see them again.
Only the women?
Yeah, it's usually just the women. Occasionally, they have some men go missing, but not very often.
They go missing. They don't show up dead. Like
No, they don't find bodies. They don't hear from them again, but they don't see bodies or anything like that.
So they get turned into werewolves. This is what's happening.
But why only females? That's
It's
also
not just females. Occasionally, it's also males, but it's,
mostly
just
just
females.
Mostly females.
Yeah.
There's also the matter of what they keep on coming back to look for.
Yeah.
Has there been anything specifically or a specific area within the town that they search?
What was that?
Or was there any place specifically in this town that they seem to search around during their little scavenging?
He shakes his head and he says, "No, they go into every house. They go into every building. Usually when we're all asleep. And when we wake up in the mornings, men, women will be missing. Usually more women than men.
Have they been into the town hall?
Nobody stays in the town hall, and they, I guess, are able to sense that. That's the one safe place that we know of, but we don't know what's going to happen if they come back and we're all here. We don't know if they can sense us or if they just know that the town hall is not something that people live in.
They decide if the werewolf issue is the biggest problem, or the hag issue is the biggest problem.
Well, I think we could also look at it like this. The werewolves will come back. The hags might not come back.
But they're heading in the direction of Lighthorn.
As far as we are concerned, yes.
Okay. Which we have to go to anyway.
So who knows what will happen to this town once we leave them to their werewolves.
So Addie's gonna pipe up and turn to the group, no longer addressing the villagers, I guess. And say, well, it seems like the most time-efficient course of action would be to wait for the werewolves here and then go hag chasing.
I agree with you. Also, don't think I didn't see that 100 you rolled.
Are you saying you wish to fight the werewolves?
I mean, they're looking for something. But we don't know what. Okay, I know that this map of the houses, I'm sure it's not spaced like this. How are the houses in like close proximity to the other ones? Like, how small is this town?
It's a pretty small town. There's about 24 houses and then maybe 6 or 7 different shops. That take up. I mean, they're not spaced out like this, obviously.
Yeah.
This is just a general map. In this 60-foot space, there would be 3 different houses all squished
Okay.
together.
Okay. Yeah, we can wait for the werewolves. Why
Yes,
not?
I don't mind that, but I need to ask what are we going to do when they get here? If you suggest we fight them, if a regiment or army of them can't handle them, I doubt us 7, as skilled as we are, can do so as well.
How many werewolves come? Does he know, like, how
Yeah.
many come?
He says that this year, the first night, there were about 15 of them.
Okay.
He has no idea how many would come on a different night.
And yes, a couple of nights ago was the first night.
Yes. He doesn't know if there's going to be another night. He doesn't know how many would come if there was another night.
That 100 is staring me in the face. I know that it's going to be more than 15.
Oh God.
Probably going to be the maximum 30,
You
but
also don't
Yeah.
know if that's what I was rolling for.
who knows? Maybe it's just, oh man, these guys
Maybe
look
it
like
was
they
just
need
to
some
scare
help.
you.
Still very ominous.
It is.
Actually, if it was just to scare us, I will be super sad because that's a waste of a beautiful 100 right
I
there.
know.
But that's the second one.
I know.
Either way, it seems very prudent to stay the night here and keep watch.
Yeah. Okay.
Spend the
We'll
night
do.
here and keep watch.
We'll still have the issue of us lacking silvered and magical weapons.
It's
Much
true.
so.
You don't have silver to magical weapons.
We have
The most
magic.
closest,
Yeah,
the closest
some of
thing
us
we
have
have
magic.
as a asset
Some
to
of
us
you have.
That's
is
what I
that we
said.
have
Some of
a
us.
yeah.
Some of us has magic.
Fresh Prince of Atlantis, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks. Um.
Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, I don't mind helping keep watch, patrolling the city for a bit. Seems like
What?
these people could use something easy
Yeah.
to
What
sleep.
time of day is it when we got here?
You guys got there about midday or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're waiting the night for these werewolves, I would like to help with the injured as much as I can.
Do you have anything that you can do to help with the injured?
I mean, I have magical curing stuff, but I don't want to spend it on NPCs.
Yeah, if you don't have any like magical abilities that you can use, Ramara basically just sends you away and says you need to go get rest.
Yeah.
If it does help, during the day while we wait for the night to come, I would like to learn more about the towns through any town records or books.
Town
Something,
records or books. Yeah,
yeah.
so you can go into the town hall, and the mayor, because you are helping him, and his town, he will let you look through the town records. What is it that you're looking for?
Specifically, if it does go back to it, first, when did this wolf collection or this collection of women for the wolves actually started? And to see from whoever's missing if there's any connection, be it race, age, anything like that.
Let's see. The year is 977. They probably started keeping records in about the year 300. And so every 16 years back to the year 300, there is a record of at least half the women in the town being kidnapped during the night. And 1 or 2 men, occasionally up to 4, also get kidnapped, but that's like very rare. I see him taking notes.
Maybe they're taking these people and turning them into werewolves.
Maybe.
That's not an unreasonable suggestion.
Yeah.
But from the records, they've been doing this for a long time. They would have
Yeah.
a very, very dangerously large pack at this point, if that was the case.
So then why would they keep coming back and taking more people?
That is the question of the day now, isn't it?
I mean, they're in a place that's called Wolfcall, for crying out loud.
I know. Isn't that
This is literally
interesting?
called Wolfcall. If I
I
was
would've-
living in this town and I knew that werewolves would come every 16 years, guess who's not staying in this town anymore?
Or at least send the women who are above that age away.
Yeah.
16 and older, but go find another place
Or
to go.
fucking burn this town to the ground and leave.
Bryson, give me an investigation check real quick.
Oh, wonderful. Time to flex my +1 intelligence.
Guidance. Yeah,
There
I'll
you
cast
go.
guidance too.
Guidance.
You get a
Double guidance?
Double
Damn.
guidance.
Oh, it doesn't stack.
Ah.
Sorry, I tried, man.
Noctrum coming in clutch with that guidance.
It's a 1d4.
Yeah, add a d4 to it.
Yeah, extra d4.
Ah, hey,
Ooh.
dirty
30,
20.
20.
20 total.
Beautiful.
So you find that back in the year 300, when they started keeping track of things, the town was not called Wolfcall at the time. Let me find the generator that I need. That would be wonderful. Oh, you know what? That's why, because I was under fantasy names and not place names. The town was not originally called Wolfcall. It was originally called Edgewood.
Sounds like an edgy name.
Because it's on the edge of the woods. And as you're looking through things, you notice that they only started calling the town Wolfcall about the year 400 is when they originally started calling it Wolfcall.
Here, bullet puzzles. This is a puzzle I don't like.
Interesting. Well, for whoever came with me or whoever's still sticking around the town hall for some odd reason,
Yeah,
I'll
I probably
definitely
would
relay
have.
this.
So it was called Edgewood.
I would have probably helped you, Finn.
Yes, wonderful. Then yes. So it seems to have been started to be called Wolfcall at around the year 400 based on these records. It could be just because the wolves continually came back that it seemed like this town was calling to them for some odd reason.
Was there anything this town was specifically known for? Like in these records, like was there anything like special about this town?
Are you looking through the records with him, or are you asking?
I'm looking through, and possibly yes, I'm gonna be looking through as well.
Okay, whichever of you has the highest investigation modifier can give me an investigation check at advantage.
Let's see.
Probably gonna be anybody else but me.
Kyra.
I got a +2 with advantage for some reason. It says I don't know what that means, though. Of course.
It's probably on making checks to
against creatures, phase,
against
and
creatures,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, okay. But
so if you were to go and find the hags, you would have an advantage to look through their disguise.
Ah, good to know. Thank you.
But other than that, yeah, Kyra has a higher investigation
I'll cast
than
guidance on you.
Then I will try. And cast guidance on me. Yay.
I can do that too.
Actually, can I give her a help to? Oh yeah, no, she already has advantage.
She's got advantage. She'll have guidance. So roll with advantage and then roll your d4.
Sweet. And a d4. There it is.
A 15?
Oh, 15.
That's just enough for you to notice that for probably from the year 450 until the year 600, that the town had the same name for a mayor.
Edgewood. Correct.
No, at that point it was called Wolfcall.
Oh, Wolfcall.
However, the name, let me pull it up. The name Josiah appears as the name of the mayor for every single record from the year 350 until the year 600.
Josiah.
Yeah,
So just to
Josiah.
ask real
For
quickly again,
300
what's the current year?
years?
For 300 years.
From the year 350 to the year 600.
Okay, so
Actually, it's
250.
250 years. Also, what's the current year?
The current year is
977.
977.
977.
Okay.
I hope y'all are keeping track of these names, because I'm not. Somebody
You know
better be
someone.
taking notes.
You know
Oh no,
someone
I'm
is taking
taking
notes.
notes.
Yeah.
Actually, for once, I'm taking notes.
I know Anna will go back and take notes on this video.
She'll
Yes, she
watch it.
will.
So
Hmm.
Josiah has been the mayor for 250 years.
Somebody named Josiah, whether it was a father and then a son, but the name Josiah appeared on every record from the year 300 to the year from the year 350 to the year 600.
Got it.
Where's Josiah's grave?
That's a creepy question.
That's an interesting question.
Are you asking?
Yeah, I'm gonna find where are all the old mayors buried.
Old mayors.
Are you truly asking us to go grave digging?
We usually bury all of our citizens in a graveyard about a half a day north of here. It's a little creepy because it's in the middle of a forest.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay.
pause this conversation. We're gonna go over to Dunka and Cloudy Day. Are y'all doing anything interesting?
Yeah, so Dunk is over there, kind of minding the horses and looking at everything, and I'm assuming seeing Rem help people and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and Cloudy Day's gone, so he's just gonna be like, "What's going on?" So he's gonna yell, "Cloudy, where you at, Cloudy?"
So she'll peek out of the cart. You're like,
Okay, so he'll go up there and be like, "So I notice you like under the cart a lot. Why do you go under there all the time?"
There's a lot of people around.
Yeah.
Her voice
So?
is a little shaky.
He'd be like, "So I'm around too. You don't gotta be scared around me."
Well, she's like, yeah, I know. I just, I'm not comfortable around a lot of people.
Well, that's good. Dunk is not people. He's only half people.
Oh.
Dunka is blessed.
She's not quite sure how to respond to that.
Okay. So
That's funny.
he'll look at her and go, "Well, Mama's always said the first step to not being scared is, crawling out for the dark. So come on out, little one." And he holds his hand out to her to kind of coax her out.
Aw. So cute.
This is being really cute right now.
This is also being really creepy.
How old is Dunka?
God.
This is creepy. You're talking about digging up graves, man.
Yeah, you just brought up like
I'm helping a little girl.
I was thinking of like Supernatural. We're about to burn the bones with some salt and everything.
Yeah. Now my.
James.
Go ahead. Sorry.
James, how old is Dunka?
25.
25? Okay. Almost 10 years older than Cloudy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He's
Okay, maybe
not
that is a
hitting on
little
her,
creepy.
y'all.
A little creepy now.
Really funny.
I'd like to introduce y'all to my favorite NPC, Chris Hansen.
oh, his stealth skill must be out of this world.
Duncan would fall into a trap without knowing what the heck was going on. He's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to give the kid candy. What's wrong with that?" So literally, he's like that though to Cloudy. Is she gonna come on out? Or is she gonna stand there and be afraid?
Yeah, she'll climb out, though she's still really awkward and kind of avoiding eye contact.
Okay. He looks at her and is just like, good first step. Mama will be proud of you. I'm proud of you. And that's all really Duncan's gonna do right now.
All right.
Unless Cloudy wants to do anything else.
Well, she's going to be a little more shaken up and kind of hiding behind you, I guess, from other people.
Okay. And he'll see that. He'll shield her and stand in front of him. He's not worried about that. He's big and green. Everyone's gonna see his 5'11" standing body everywhere.
That's true.
Red mohawk. They're gonna see him. He's not hiding from anyone.
Alrighty. Going back to the group that's talking about digging up graves.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. Nothing.
My-
It just seems interesting that for 250 years, the same named mayor was the mayor of
mayor.
this town.
Could we dig into the
Just-
records and see if it was one person or multiple people that had the same name?
Let's see if these things have pictures, old-timey pictures with that
Yeah.
black and white filter.
You look through it, but you don't see any pictures, and you don't see any last names on hardly any of the records.
So then is Josiah like a title? Maybe not a name? Mhm.
It could
Just a,
be.
just a guess.
Oh, what was the last mayor name? The one that just died a couple nights ago.
Oh, good question.
He was actually on the quest that y'all had picked up. His name was, and I do have a name for this man. His name was Oloris, and you were supposed to meet him in the Keen Stew Inn to get your reward and to get details about the werewolf attacks. But
Considering he's dead.
he died by hags.
Actually, I'll actually go ask the right-hand man. Does Aloris have a place of residence that we could possibly look around?
He nods and he says, "There's a big house just outside of town. That's where the mayor usually lives, and I guess I'm gonna have to move in there." And he digs in his chest pocket for a second. He pulls out a key and he says, "Take this. Go ahead and have a look around.
I'll take that key.
Try not to disturb anything, and make sure you bring the key back."
Of course.
Make a copy of that key. Come back and steal everything later. No.
Stop telling all my plans to everybody.
Quiet. We need the money.
I'll go with
yeah.
him because now I'm interested in this.
So as I
And-
go along, I would actually explain. If
Kyra's
he's
gonna
supposed
be
to
with-
be our quest giver, and
Mhm.
he's supposed to have information, I really do hope he has left something behind that can tell us what's going on.
I really hope that he might have the reward in his house too, since he's dead.
Yeah. Down payment is always a very nice economic move for us.
So
To the house.
Who all is going to the big house?
Finn and Kyra always stick together.
Always.
Gronland's going to.
Ronlin's going. Are you guys gonna go back and tell Duncan and Cloudy what's going on?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely tell Duncan. Duncan, we're gonna go to the mayor's house for a bit. Do you think you can go stay around here? Don't worry, we'll use it as a landmark in case anything goes wrong.
Use him as a landmark.
Yeah.
We can
okay.
see him from anywhere.
I'm
It's
here.
true.
I'll be here. I could stand on the card if you need me to see me better.
No worries, I have very good eyesight.
I
What are
got
you
you.
gonna say? We're gonna speak to the birds.
Yeah, that's right.
Bringing the thief might be a good idea.
Sure. Yeah, but do we know she's a thief? Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Claudia
You
should come with
know.
us.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so it's gonna be everybody except Dunca is going to the big house.
Addie's not going as well.
Yeah,
Addie's
Addie's
going.
not.
Okay.
we need some people to stay in the town just in case anything happens and to protect Ramara.
Mara, are you guys gonna have that same mentality when you, if you guys have to go find the werewolves?
Ooh, monster hunting time?
Monster
No.
hunting.
Go.
While they are presumably doing something more interesting at the big house, Addie's going to take the time while they're doing that to sort of get a tactical sense of the layout of the town and try and
Okay.
figure out good defensive positions and things like that.
Okay. Noctuum, you don't see any birds around. You don't see any animals around. Yeah, you don't see any animals. There, aside from the people in the town, there is no life around you. So those of you who are going to the big house, we're going to use this just as the landmark for it. Looking at the Twitch chat, what are y'all talking about? It's concerning.
Making
Don't
fun
li-
of Gronlin, please.
I don't like that because I know who that is. He's not
Good.
permitted.
Everybody else permits him, so it's
No.
like what? 9-1. We win.
To make fun of him. Oh, wonderful.
All right. So those of you going to the big house, go ahead and move your tokens up here.
Where is up here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Up there. At the
Flashing bright blue.
Big house.
Wait.
The
Ah,
big house.
okay.
only other house.
It's
in
literally
here.
a big house.
Stupid
It's a
mouse.
1 in 9 chance.
Oops. I probably did not put it where I wanted it to go, but that's okay.
All right. So you guys make your way to the mayor's house, and as who is it? Who has the key? Finn. Finn has
I
the
do.
key.
Finn has the key.
As Finn slides the key into the door and opens it up, you find quite a bit of dust has gathered up, as though Aloris didn't live here for very long. And if he did, not for a lot of time between probably 2 or 3 weeks prior to when he died. And it looks like nobody has been inside this house for probably about a month or so. Lots of dust has gathered on the floor, but all of the furniture still looks pretty decent, except for the coating of dust that's over it. And it's dark. It's very dark inside. No candles have been lit, no lanterns, no torches, nothing.
Anyone have a light on them?
Cloudy has a candle.
I can cast light.
There you go. You
There you
cast
go.
light. That's 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so you have no trouble.
Kyra has dark vision, so she can see.
Kyra sees everything anyway.
Yes.
You have dark vision up to 60 feet, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just making sure it's not 120 feet. You're not
I
gonna
also
be
have a
looking for-
torch for whoever has no dark vision can use.
I believe
There
the
goes
light,
me.
however, cancels out your dark vision. I think.
Is that how that works?
That's because it
Or
turns
you can
the
just
dim
see
light
60
into bright
feet.
light.
Yeah.
I think
You
it
can
just
see-
means she can see an extra 20 feet further than everyone else.
Okay.
I'm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nocturne is going to ritual cast detect magic. However, ritual casting takes 10 minutes. So in that 10 minutes, the first thing that you see is a long corridor with many doors going off to the sides. There's probably about 6 doors on each side of the hallway, and the hallway leads to a very large, open, almost living room concept sort of thing, with a kitchen at the very back of it, and it's a very large kitchen. And then off to the side of the living room, there is a set of stairs going up into the house.
Okay,
What
well,
would you like to do?
Kyra's gonna go up the stairs to see what's upstairs.
Gonna
Actually,
immediately go
I'll
upstairs,
Finn will
like-
follow
yeah.
her too.
All right. Anybody else going up the stairs, or is somebody gonna go look through something else?
Who's going upstairs?
Kyra
Me
and
and
Finn.
Kyra.
All right. I'll stay downstairs. I'll take a look around downstairs.
Yeah, so Cloudy's actually going to go into the kitchen.
Oh, I gotta say this once. Let's split up and search for clues, gang.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. You do not
Who's
Scooby Doo this
Scooby-Doo?
place. Don't you do.
Who is
Don't you
Scooby
do
Doo? Is
it.
what I want to know. Who's Scooby Doo and who's Shaggy? Because those are the only two important characters that flee from everything.
Well, then
I'll
Cloudy
be-
Day has to be one of them.
Yeah.
I'll be
Right.
Shaggy then.
Okay. So Nocturne is also going upstairs. So it's gonna be 3 of you going upstairs, and then Gronlin and Cloudy are gonna stay downstairs. So, first up, going upstairs, Kyra, Finn, and Nocturne, what you see is a very large open bedroom that there's no door or anything blocking it, and it's got what you can imagine would be a door to the bathroom. Now, this is fantasy times, however, they do have halfway decent plumbing. They do have
There's a
working
bathroom?
toilet. They do have
Has-
working toilets. They do have working bathtubs. This is something that y'all would be aware of.
Okay,
You're not using chamber pots and stuff.
good.
They have plumbing, but they don't have electricity. You see a very large bed, probably twice the size of a normal king size bed, flush against the wall when you walk in so that the foot is kind of sticking out into your path. The foot of the bed is sticking out into your path. There are 2 nightstands, one on either side of the bed, a large dresser on the other side, like opposite from the foot of the bed against the wall, with a large mirror that has been covered up with a white cloth. This room looks like it hasn't been touched in even longer. This room looks like it hasn't been touched for probably close to 300 years or so.
Okay. Well then.
Mysteries
If not
grow.
longer.
Jeez.
So, a mere house which no mayor lives in.
Well, the downstairs looked like it only hadn't been touched in about a month. The upstairs, and I'm going to change it a little bit, the upstairs looks like it hasn't been touched in about 400 years or so.
Okay.
There's that much dust. The blankets and stuff have been chewed through completely on the bed. The mirror is covered up, but you're not entirely sure why. The wood is kind of rotting, and it's really gross.
400 years of dust.
Does it make a creaking sound every time we walk?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Room is haunted.
When you go into the bathroom, the plumbing doesn't work in there because there's no plumbing in there.
Oh, jeez.
That
Well,
one
yeah, 400
is-
years, you said.
Yeah, that one does have a chamber pot and then a basin that,
To
a
wash
basin that
in.
you would bathe in, filled with very old, murky water.
Oh, nope.
I will immediately put a hand on my gun and say, I swear the first ghost I see, I don't care if my bullets go through it, I'm shooting it.
Finn, I got this.
Noctuum, as you're investigating this, your detect magic finally takes effect. You don't sense any magic here.
Also, for the heck of it, I'll go remove the cloth from the mirror.
That's
Just
what I was gonna do.
You remove the cloth from the mirror, and what you see is basically just a broken mirror that is missing a few pieces.
Well,
Pyra will go to the big dresser and open it to see what's inside it.
Real quick. And the mirror is on top of the big dresser.
Oh.
Real quick, it's like a vanity almost, but dresser style.
Got it.
Real quick, somebody, either Finn or Kyra, since y'all are the ones that are looking through, like at the mirror and stuff, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Another one?
sure.
Do I have advantage again or no?
No, not this time.
Oh,
Wanted to make sure before I rolled. Oh, stupid thing.
time to roll.
Ooh, not this time.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I really don't
Actually-
notice.
that was bad.
Gonna cough, and they rub the dust out of my eyes.
Yeah, like we'll just swat it away.
It
Oh,
was literally DC 5. Kyra,
Oh yes.
you're
Oh, nice.
easily able to tell that this mirror was like somebody slammed their fist into it. Somebody punched the mirror.
Oh jeez. Okay. Finn, look. Someone really was mad at this mirror.
Wait, sorry, give me a second. I'm still clearing out my eyes from all this dust and glass shards. What was
They
that?
had a bad
Glass
hair day.
jar.
I was
Somebody
gonna
had
like
a-
touch, like look at it really hard and like touch it to see like how fractured this mirror is.
It's like as you start touching it, it starts to come apart. It's very shattered.
Someone was not happy, Finn.
Well, they should definitely take it up with the person that made this mirror, because they just suffered 7 years of bad luck.
That seems to be about 400 years ago, so I guess it's okay now.
Kyra, you said you wanted to open the big dresser.
Yeah, I want to see what's inside it.
So there are about 5 large drawers. The dresser is almost as tall as you are.
Okay.
I think. How tall did you say you were?
I think I'm like 5'6".
5'6"? Yeah, so it's maybe 4 inches shorter than you.
Oh, 5'7". My bad, 5'7". But yeah.
Okay, so it's a dresser that's like 5 feet tall, basically. It's a very
Okay.
tall
Damn,
dresser.
that's a tall dress.
That's a pretty big.
That's a tall.
It's a
That's
very
normal
big
size
dresser.
me as player. Like that's
I
my
know.
height.
And then the mirror was on top of that,
Okay.
and it was
Oh.
it's a massive mirror.
Dang.
So as you open these very large drawers, there's 5 massive drawers.
Mhm.
You basically find chewed out, rotting clothing that looks way too big for a normal human. But it's been eaten by moths and other bugs. Um, Termites have gnawed through the wood. Like it's falling apart.
Making me cringe over here.
And that's in every single one of the drawers. There's shirts, there's pants, there's undergarments, there's boots. Oddly, are being stored in the dresser.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hats
Where
as
I
well.
store my boots.
Well,
It's
Kyra will turn to
crazy.
Gromlin and be like, "Did they say what race their mayor was by chance?"
Y'all would
Ooh.
know that Aloris was an elf previously when he was alive.
So he would be definitely tall. Yeah, that would make a bunch of
But
sense now.
you also know elves are usually very slender. These are built for this clothing is probably
for
built
Dunka?
for. It's built almost for someone bigger than Dunka.
Whoa, bigger than Dunka?
Bigger
But
than Dunka.
There's no one bigger than Dunka.
Dunca's not
No.
even there.
Dunka's not even here.
Dunka cuts him down.
Dunka
Well-
said he was like 6'9".
Jeez,
This clothing looks like it was probably
for a
originally
giant,
designed,
like an actual giant.
not an
almo-
actual giant. Almost like it was designed for a very buff dragonborn. Dragonborn are usually around 7 feet tall or so.
Dang.
That's-
Dunka rages in the distance.
Addy, get over here. We need to test something.
Oh my gosh, no! Don't put those gross clothes on him.
He's not even
Ky-
there.
Kyra will pick up the shirt, one of the shirts, very carefully as she doesn't want it on herself. She'll pick it up with her fingertips and just like hold it up and be like, "This is a huge shirt. Who would wear this?"
The shirt is
A
almost
huge person.
The shirt is almost bigger than Kyra.
Finn, okay, a big person, but what kind of big person?
Well, apparently
She'll
somebody
drop it
that was
before she-
around.
Upchucks and just wipe her hands.
Yeah, as you guys are like moving stuff around, the smell in here
Ugh,
becomes even
don't even-
more musty.
Don't
And
even.
just-
Oh, don't even get started. Don't. Kyra's gonna move
You're-
away from this dresser now and go to
you're
the
like
nightstand.
kicking up dust and stuff. Okay, so you go to
Yeah.
one of the
Nightstand.
nightstands. Left or
I'm
the
going to the
right?
nightstand before I throw up.
Left or right?
Let's go left.
Left.
Ooh,
In the
it's
left
important.
one, you find a stack of about 200 gold pieces.
Yes.
Noctuum, what are you doing? Is he there?
Give him a chance to type.
I don't see that he's typing. I see he's unmuted himself.
Oh,
God will speak.
I hate you.
There's any documents nearby?
Hang on, what was that? Sorry, I couldn't hear
He's
you.
looking for documents.
Documents? Not upstairs, no.
He's
You-
downstairs.
He said he was going upstairs.
no, he's upstairs with
Oh.
us.
My bad.
Yeah, no, you suspect that if there were any papers in this room, they would have either faded and disintegrated a long time ago, or they would have been chewed up again by whatever animals have been in here. Any documents that might have been up in this like master bedroom almost would be long since destroyed.
Yeah, because that's something I would have. I'm gonna search for.
Oh, no, that's why I came upstairs. I thought there'd be like a study or something.
Mhm.
Anybody going to search the last nightstand?
I will.
Finn's
Yeah.
got it.
All
It's
right.
an explosive.
It explodes and I take 100
Don't try to kill my
damage.
partner now.
Take 100 damage as a fireball now.
Oh god, it's trapped.
You just
Too bad.
incinerate him.
Please
Too
don't
bad
leave
you're
me
not
alone,
immune to
Dunka.
Just turns to
Too
ash.
bad I'm not immune.
No, as you open up that second drawer, you find 2 silvered daggers
There you
I
go.
will.
You've got some silver on you.
with
Yeah, but I
both of
think they might be
which-
more useful in your hands.
both
Well,
of which have some dried blood on them.
Oh.
But
Okay.
very old dried blood.
I think I know what's going on in here then, maybe. Possibly.
It doesn't look like they've been used to stab anybody. It doesn't
Oh.
even look like they've been used to like slice any major artery. The kind of like splatter of blood that you're looking at would be if somebody had sliced their palm.
So it's a ritual dagger.
Could
there-
be.
in a
But why
sense.
would it need to be silver?
Yeah.
Werewolves.
So both of
He
them.
was a werewolf?
That was my guess. Yes, that they were a werewolf. Seems that whatever they were, they definitely didn't like to see what they saw, and they kept two daggers, silver. I'll toss one of the silver daggers over to Kyra.
Okay.
She'll catch it. Thanks.
Anything else defining about these silver daggers other than their silver and the blood on them?
They have a very intricate design on them. Um, both of them at the base of the hilt have a wolf howling at the moon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Such
That's
a
cool.
beautiful dagger,
Gonna
and
definitely
part of
keep
me
it.
wants to melt this down and turn it into bullets.
Don't you dare melt this.
Jeez.
Finn, just give it to me
Fine.
and I'll sharpen it for you.
Fine. I'll go give her the other dagger for her to sharpen it, or to dual wield, whichever the case.
Then you know that you wouldn't get much metal off of these
I
silver
know.
daggers
They're
anyway. If
too
you had
thin.
melted down like a silvered longsword, that'd be a different story. But these are daggers.
I know. Just
You're
let
not
me
gonna get it.
dream.
You're gonna
Let
get,
me
if you manage to melt down both of them, you'd maybe get 10 bullets out of both of them.
Not worth
much.
it.
That
Not
means
worth
10
it, bro.
possible kills.
So then,
Okay,
that means
but
10 possible shots, but you're not gonna kill a werewolf in one shot. I'll tell you that right now.
anyways, so continuing on more seriously, I suppose that these daggers are connected to why this place was called Wolfcall after a while. At least that's my intuition right now.
Alright. While y'all are looking at your fancy new daggers, um, yes, Nolina has an answer to that question.
thank you. I wasn't
Um,
sure, so I just want to make.
While y'all are doing that, what are Gromlin and Cloudy doing?
So
I'm looking for a study. Sorry, I didn't mean to like talk
Looking
over
for-
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're looking for a study?
study office.
You look through all 12 of the doors on the first floor. Most of them look like bedrooms. One of them looks like a bedroom that has been converted into a study.
Okay, so I'll probably search in there for any like documents or stuff.
Okay, what kind of documents are you looking for?
Well, this hasn't been used for a month.
About a month or so, yeah.
About a month. I don't know if there's anything useful about like previous mayors or maybe there's a specific spot in the town that's special from anything else or
Make me an investigation check real quick.
fuck.
Lots of investigation in this session.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Can you cast guidance on yourself?
I'm pretty sure I can.
Yes, you
What does the spell
absolutely
description
can.
say?
Guidance,
You
guidance,
go.
guidance.
I cast guidance on myself.
Gives himself guidance.
And I'm gonna do that. 15.
Nice, another 15.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you're looking through these documents, and at first it just looks like, standard mayoral documents, but the further in you get, the more it starts to look like he was looking for something. Like Aloris was looking for answers to something and was almost coming up with like a conspiracy that, like, he clearly went and looked through the same documents that y'all did, where you saw the name Josiah just a bunch of times.
Mhm.
And he started taking documents from the town hall and kind of going through them, underlining some things, and as you look at it, you start to think maybe this Josiah was not multiple people. Maybe it was one person.
Yeah. I had like a feeling. Also, Illuminati exists. Conspiracy.
Illuminati.
I wanted to say that. Like, ever
It's the
since you
Wolf of
said
Mine right now.
conspiracy, it was like Illuminati exists.
Yeah, you get the feeling that this mayor was very much starting to believe that Josiah was one person.
One person.
You see notes describing what is upstairs, which your companions are currently searching through. Notes about massive clothing designed for very buff dragonborn, not something ever seen before. Massive bed designed for very tall, very large person. Not something ever seen before. Like
Mhm.
kinds of notes like that. Um, then he started like going through going through like the number of years, because when you go back and you kind of look through um, the documents again, you can see that Josiah was supposedly a human,
Supposedly.
but lived for 250 years. That didn't make sense in the eyes of the mayor.
Yeah, that don't
He
equate.
he
Mhm.
was going through, and you find old books on werewolf lore, and you see that many werewolves have their normal lifespan extended about 10 times. 10 times the normal length of a lifespan is how long a werewolf can live. So you start to think maybe it wasn't out of the realm of possibilities for this
Yeah.
Josiah to have been a werewolf.
Illuminati.
Illuminati exists.
So the
Okay.
mayor was a werewolf who was letting other werewolves take his people at the same time.
But also remember, Josiah didn't become mayor until the year 350, and they had started taking people in the year 300. At least as far as the records go. They could have been taking people much earlier.
Yeah. Sorry. I look. What is Cloudy doing? I sorry. I like jumped over you.
Oh, yeah. So she's looking for like actual silverware, like ware that is silver.
So spoons and forks and knives that are silver.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
you
just
actually
funny.
have no trouble finding about 10 of each, because there's also a very large dining room that's connected between the living room and the kitchen that looks like it could easily seat 10 people. Um, on top of the fact that you had 12 different rooms, only one of which had been converted into a study, the other 11 were bedrooms. So, yeah, you're able to find 10 sets of knives, forks, and spoons with no problem, as well as silver cups, silver bowls, and silver plates. Again, about
There.
10 of each.
There, Finn. That's what you can melt down.
There you
Yeah.
go, Finn.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Take
she's
it
saying.
all.
Go melt
Silver
down everything
bullets.
but the knives. Let the people who don't have
Silver
weapons
bullets
use
the
the
knife.
knives.
So yeah, she's gonna take that stuff.
Alrighty.
For some reason, the
How
image of
how
a
intelligent is
seven-foot-tall
Cloudy?
dragonborn, full
She
chainmail, big ass
has
shield, butter knife is just really doing it for me.
He could use the plate as a shield too, you know.
The beheader uses a butter knife to cut off his victims' heads.
The butter header.
How intelligent is Cloudy?
She has a 17 to intelligence, so +3.
Dang.
She's
So,
very intelligent.
Cloudy, you know that werewolves, whether they are touching silver or whether they are stabbed by silver, are immediately in an immense amount of pain.
Mm.
So you don't think it would be outside the realm of possibility that to ensure that somebody wasn't a werewolf, um, they would, or a were creature for that matter, they would have difficulty touching these items. And you realize all of this in about the span of maybe a second and a half. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Shit.
Things are getting serious.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, while that's happening, I'm probably gonna look around the study for maybe secret passageways or stuff like that.
Ooh.
Cloudy. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check, Ronlin. Cloudy.
Yes, guidance myself.
Cast guidance on myself. Cloudy, as you touch these items, your hands immediately start burning, and you are forced to drop everything.
How? When?
Tell me something.
Where?
Kyra,
Yes.
do you touch the blade of the dagger at all, or are you just touching the hilt?
Just the hilt for now.
Just the hilt, okay.
Also, yes, just so you
I
know,
have a
yes,
bad
I was
feeling.
just
What are you
touching
trying
the-
to do?
She's trying to kill us
I'm
all.
just. I was also
Y'all
just
wanted to
holding
know
it.
about those D100s I rolled last night.
I didn't. Let's be perfectly honest. I did
That's
not.
scary.
Cloudy, what's your reaction as you drop these? Also, Gronlin, you don't find any secret passageways or anything.
Okay.
Well,
And I'll
first,
probably hear that.
You do, however, find a stack of 2,000 gold in the drawer of
Dang.
the desk.
Damn.
So Cloudy's initial reaction is of like definite surprise and being like, ouch. but her second reaction is out of curiosity. Because
Oh no.
Pick it up again.
she knows she's not a werewolf.
So I probably would
What
have
did you
heard
do,
her.
Mom?
I probably heard that like
You heard the
she-
clatter.
Okay, so I probably would have come in like I would have been like, what happened?
Would the people
Can you
upstairs
pick
have
that
heard
up for me?
this
You,
clatter?
you would have also heard the clatter. It was very loud because Cloudy was holding stacks of plates.
Okay, Kyra would have ran downstairs to see what happened.
Finn
So
would be
she's gonna
thinking for a
ask,
bit, but once Kyra went down, he would go with her.
Okay.
Yes, my hand is also still on a gun, just in case. I'm gonna shoot any ghosts I find.
Kyra's gonna just keep the daggers in her hands now just to be on the safe side. Not touching the blades, apparently now.
All right, so everybody goes downstairs. Kyra doesn't know not to touch the blade.
Well, she wouldn't touch the blade anyway. You
So-
don't hold a weapon by its blade.
Well, you don't want to clean off the dried blood.
That's just
Not
bad
at the
knife
moment. She's got
safety.
nothing to clean it up with.
All
She
right.
doesn't know where that blood came from.
It's true. So y'all run downstairs to see what happened there. You see stacks of plates, bowls, cups, and then 10 sets of knives, forks, and spoons just scattered all over the floor. But none of them are glass, so none of them break.
Yeah, it's all just loud metal clacking.
All
everywhere.
silver.
Yeah. So she's going to ask Gromlin to go ahead and pick something up for her.
Okay.
Okay.
She's gonna stare at Cloudy very suspiciously.
Is there a
Okay.
reason why you can't?
Yeah, I guess I'll like pick it up. I'm like, oh, this is silver. Maybe we can make bullets out of it.
Gronlin picks it up, feels no burning.
Is there something going on?
You want to tell us something, Cloudy?
She is now even more confused.
You just see a look of pure confusion on Cloudy's face.
I'm just holding.
and
I'm like
silence isn't very much informative for us.
holding it. Like, what happened? Like, did you trip? What? Like,
Did you trip?
I,
Does
Well-
anybody else pick up any of the silvered items?
Well, technically speaking, I picked up the silver daggers.
Right, but obviously you didn't grab it by its blade.
Mm,
Oh,
blade.
this
Hang-
actual
hang
silver
on.
part.
God,
Yeah,
You know what?
Goddess typing. Gotta stop.
For those of you who don't know, in case you just joined us, we view David, who's playing Noctuum, as God because he knows everything that has to do with D&D. At
He's
least
picking it up.
Wait. I just hit upon a
Noctua.
realization.
Noctuum, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm. What is going on?
I'm
Well,
so
Gromlin was
confused.
I
fine.
know what's going
I'm
on now.
fine.
Yeah, but why was he fine?
Noctuum, you are also forced to drop it as your hands start to burn.
Kyra looks at him and
Actually-
is ready to go.
Hold on, Kyra.
All right,
Kyra,
somebody else pick up this silver.
Kyra, do me a favor for me, real quickly. I want you to pick up one of these forks for me. I
You
have
too, Finn.
an
Pick
idea.
one up.
You too.
Yeah,
Finn.
I will.
Pick one up.
We'll
I
pick
will
one up
pick
at the
up a-
same time, Finn.
Yes. And
I'm
then we
gonna
can
put
stab
the
each other later
silver
if we both
plates
turn
on the
out to be
table.
something.
Okay, we
Okay.
pick
Right?
one
We
up.
both pick one up.
Pick one up. Kyra, Constitution saving throw. Finn, you're fine.
I hate you.
What's going on?
I
Confusion.
finally
I'm
figured
going
I finally
to-
figured it out.
Okay, I'm glad you figured it out because I'm just like,
I haven't.
Okay.
yeah.
But
Kyra, it burns, but you're not forced to drop it.
Okay.
I'll go knock it out of her hands now, just in case. Okay. And
She's
yes,
gonna
I'm
be
going to
very
say,
confused.
while I'm pointing with my knife, with the silver knife, the silver butter knife. I think I know why werewolves keep on coming around now. I doubt we've encountered any were creatures, but if it so happens that, especially women, can contract similar traits that allow them to easily become were creatures, such as a sickness to silver, that might be why women kept on getting captured. And the odd number of men are those who are also affected by silver, as well as my guess would be.
Really.
Interesting.
It's interesting, but that's interesting thing. Otherwise, somehow all of us got bitten while we were asleep and weren't aware of it.
That would have been one acid trip.
Yeah, so would have been. But other than that, we might be in an acid trip right now about how all these things are happening. But that's my current thoughts.
Real quick, I want Dunka and Addie to make me perception checks.
Yeah, you guys are here too. You can play as well.
Yeah,
Don't
No.
worry, something's
I'm working on
happening.
naming the horses, guys. Don't worry at all.
Oh, no.
Wonderful.
You said perception, DM?
Perception, yes.
Where the hell's my perception?
Very good, Addie.
I believe in you, Dunka.
Is Dunka naming the horses and not keeping? Oh,
Oh,
Hey,
hey.
go Dunka.
Dunka is knows. He's
Very
good.
nice,
So
very nice.
both Dunka and Addie see a very large white wolf just behind the big house, who is almost staring at the both of you for a moment, and then turns and walks away. Is either of you trained in religion?
Hold on. You said walks, or is he on 2 feet, or is he on 4 feet?
She's
No.
on, the wolf is on 4 feet.
Okay. You said walks. so
I'm a
mine-
fighter. I don't get to be trained in roleplay skills.
Since you two are the only ones out there, I'll just say whichever of you has the highest religion can make me a religion check.
Plus
Jeez.
1?
-1.
All right.
Go, Addie.
Real quick though. Very
Oh,
good, Addie. Real
dang.
quick though. Do either of you two worship any of the gods?
Nope.
Nope.
No? Okay. Addie, despite not really knowing much about the gods or religion or anything like that, you know that the white wolf is the symbol of the goddess Kareem, who is the goddess of light. You also know she is the patron mother of all were creatures.
What do I do with this information?
Well, I'm currently processing what to do with this information we found out
Yeah,
here.
I'm like,
There
say
must
Duncan
be a
doesn't know this.
connection. There
I'm
must
not
be
sure
a
what to do
connection.
with this sexy silver.
There must be a connection between the werewolves and the goddess of were creatures.
Well, I think with that information, that's a perfect spot to take a break. So we're going to take about a 10-minute break, give everybody a chance to get their food, their drinks,
yeah.
get to use the restroom, and give Zach a chance to feed his puppers. So, we will see you guys in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back. D&D stream in the world of Lutoroan. We are very excited as the party has just made some new discoveries about Josiah, who had been, the mayor of the town of Wolfcall for about 250 years. And those who are outside, which are Dunka and Addie, just saw what Addie realized was the normal incarnation of Karim, who is the goddess of light and the patron mother of were creatures, just outside the house where he saw his party members go. She has, at this point, disappeared into the forest. What would Addie like to do about that?
First of all, I'd like to thank you, the DM, for leaving it to the meat walls to interpret religious imagery. Secondly, Addie is going to march on over to the big house and just knock on the door, I guess.
Did you guys shut the door?
I don't remember shutting the door. Finn, did you shut the door?
No.
Who was the last one in?
I don't think there
Why
was.
I think
would
it
I
was
need
cloudy.
to?
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't think any of you shut the door. So
Why
the
would we
door
shut
is
the
No,
locked.
I
door?
don't think we shut the door.
Okay.
No.
Regardless,
That's a good way to get killed.
regardless, he's gonna slam his fist on the door a couple times just to make noise and get everyone's attention.
All right. Everybody is currently in the kitchen staring at Cloudy, Kyra, and Noctuum, who all just got burned by silver.
Interesting.
But you don't know this. I'm just holding
You don't
silver
know.
plates.
I am holding a silver knife.
Right.
I'm still
Cloudy-
holding the knife even though it burns.
Yeah, Cloudy is looking very confused.
What Addie
Uh,
sees is a very confused thief, a couple people holding silverware, presumably still some silverware on the floor, and everyone's just kind of standing in a circle.
That's about right.
I'll turn around since you made all that noise. Yes, what is it? The house is currently occupied.
Well,
Rado.
it seems pertinent to mention.
Gronlin, did you take that 2,000 gold?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Did you tell
Burn.
anybody about the
If
2,000?
he
Nope.
he left,
I don't
if he
even think
left
Kyra
that
told
gold.
me about the 200 gold.
What?
None of you know about it. Gronlin's
I don't
the only
even
one
think
who knows.
Kyra told me about. Oh yeah, I found 200 gold inside this drawer.
No.
I just told
Sorry,
her about
Finn.
the silver knife.
You know when it comes to money.
Yes, yes.
Alrighty, Addie, continue.
It seemed pertinent to mention that the physical manifestation of the patron mother of were creatures appeared outside this house not even a minute ago. Didn't do anything except look at us and the house and then leave, but if I were to be a gambler, I would say that we're pretty good odds for dealing with some were creatures this evening.
Well,
I have no idea.
Oh.
Well, you are certainly right. There's a lot of interesting situations around the were creatures. On the brighter side, we seem to have found some silver items. I'll just go hand him one of the silver butter knives. It's not much, but it's still made out of silver.
With the amount of silver that you have, if you were to melt down all of the silver, like silver plates and cups and bowls and the silverware, and both of the silver daggers, you could probably make 2 silver short swords.
You're not touching my daggers. They're mine.
Otherwise, you could make 1 silver short sword and then about 15 silver bullets.
Hey,
How
that's
many
good enough for
weapons
me.
could we code in silver?
could I have taken those papers that I found in the study?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take those papers.
So I'm gonna have Cloudy look at the silver itself and see if there's anything strange with the silver
Oh
itself.
yeah.
Anything
It's
strange?
Yeah.
You can make
I-
me an arcana or a survival check.
Oh, which ones are better?
Same goes for anybody else
Oh,
who
not
wants
to
to look at it.
casted
I
guidance.
am not smart
Yeah.
enough for the
I
arcana
will-
checks.
I will try the arcana check, thank you.
I will try as well, and I'll cast guidance on myself.
Noctuum, who did you cast guidance on?
Cloudy.
Cloudy? Okay.
And we got the
Cloudy.
same dang thing.
2 nat ones. Holy
So while you're all doing this, like Duncan sees Addie walk off, looks at the horses like, "What do I stinker someone? Everyone keeps leaving me. What the hell?"
Um,
Cloudy would know.
with your 17, you don't see anything strange. They're just silver.
Alrighty. I think it's best to go back. Does anybody remember interacting or touching anything that they shouldn't have?
I was hiding in the cart.
You were hiding in the cart.
I mean,
Cloudy,
you saw
the-
me.
Cloudy, the only thing that you touched was the cabinets and the silverware. That's
Mhm.
it.
I'm the one who touched pretty much everything.
Yeah. Cart is
So-
what was it? It's a danger zone
Cloud-
right there.
So Cloudy would know for a fact that there would be nothing on her hands or anything unless something was coated like on the cabinets.
And all there was dust, right?
Exactly. Unless you guys want to try and make a check for that too.
I'm wondering if the house itself is enchanted.
No, because we checked
Actually,
that already.
Noctuum cast detect magic and didn't sense any magic.
Gotcha. Okay.
this house. Actually, let's gather what we have so far.
Yeah. I
Might be
have
the
some
best thing.
papers I want to show them. And
Oh,
so
actually,
I think we should go back to the town hall. And we'll
Actually,
bring
have we
this up
finished
with.
searching this
I don't
house
even think
first?
you guys are gonna finish this quest tonight. I planned out so much, and you're not even gonna finish the first quest.
We're down a person who's probably smarter than all of us.
But you're doing really well. I'm proud of you guys.
No, you're not.
Thanks.
Don't
I'm
say
also
that.
making all of this up on the fly.
Oh, okay
Of
then.
course, that's nothing new.
I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting you guys to go and investigate mayor's houses and stuff, but you know,
We have.
improv.
Always expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
When you want us to turn right, we take a really sharp left.
We take a really sharp left that circles all the way into the right path.
Takes a U-turn, goes around a roundabout.
All right. Yes. Let's go
Okay,
back to
yeah.
the town hall.
Yeah.
Go
You guys
back to
don't
the
want to
town.
search any more of the bedrooms? There's still
I-
about
I'll
11
take-
bedrooms on the
There's
first
11
floor.
Yeah.
bedrooms?
Ooh,
Yeah.
let's split
Cloudy
up
will
and
search the
keep on
bedrooms.
looking.
Yeah, let's do
You're
a
gonna
quick
search
search through all these bedrooms.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bedrooms are pretty standard. They have one bed that's about full size. They have one nightstand on the right side of each bed, and they have one dresser, again, opposite the bed, flush against the wall.
Okay.
Those of you who got burned by the silver immediately notice that while the doorknobs are made of brass, the handles on the dressers and the nightstands are all made of silver.
Okay.
I'll start
well,
opening some of them.
I'll
I'm
start
searching
opening
through.
stuff too.
Kyra will take one of the daggers and kind of like try to like wedge the drawer open without touching the silver.
I think it's better
Whatever
if
she
like
can.
whoever got burned by the silver just to stay back.
Yeah.
Let
No.
me and Finn do.
Not
We
happening.
gotta-
Cloudy has a freaking crowbar.
Oh yeah, that's
She's
right.
we're just gonna start opening these
Yeah.
drawers.
Let's just.
You know
Addie,
what?
Addie, are you touching any of the drawers or anything?
No,
Or any of the
Addie's going
silverware?
back outside and he's gonna fill in Dunka on what's going on.
Okay.
Or
What a
he's
good
going
friend.
to he's gonna try his best.
I'm assuming that y'all are putting all of the silverware and the plates and bowls and stuff like that
Yeah.
into a bag.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Also, just as I mentioned, just the silent echoing words of the right hand of try not to disturb anything.
Ah, fuck
Too
that
late for
shit.
that.
Too late.
Yeah.
So as you're looking through all the dressers have nothing but clothes in them. They're clothes designed for normal sized people.
More than likely, though.
Nightstands?
The nightstands each hold about 20 gold in them.
Ooh.
So whatever
Total?
11 times 20 is. Yeah, in
Oh.
like in each nightstand there's
So
20 gold.
2200.
Let me correct that. In
Hold
each
on,
night-
200.
There's 11 rooms.
11 rooms. 20.
So each one has 20 gold, and each one has a silver dagger.
Everybody's
Wow,
got a
let's
silver
take a-
dagger.
Hey, let's take a
You get
silver
a dagger.
dagger.
You get a dagger. You get a dagger.
These are not as intricately carved as the daggers that Kyra has.
Mhm.
But again, you could probably, if you melted down all 11 of those daggers, and all the silverware, and all of the silver cups, plates, bowls, etc., you would have enough silver to make probably 3 silver short swords, and about 15 silver bullets.
There you go.
So those of you who don't like using daggers because they deal almost no damage,
Well, Cloudy's
magic.
magic daggers though.
Cloudy
She'll
has a
probably
magic
just keep-
dagger.
Hers a dagger.
Actually, first things first. So how are we gonna split this since we're all searching around?
Yeah, all the money.
There's 5 of you,
Correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
divide it by 5.
So 20 times 11, then divide by 5.
Isn't
I don't
isn't
know
there
what it
only
is. I don't-
4?
Please do not make me do this math.
I don't have a calculator on me.
I think there's
It's
only
tw-
4 of
220 gold.
So
Yeah.
there's 5 of them up there.
No, you right. I'm just blind as
That's
a bat.
44 gold each.
There you go.
How
44
much?
gold
Say it again.
each?
44?
44. So
44 it
add
shall be.
44.
Y'all
Thank
definitely
you.
wouldn't be able to keep the gold from the other 4 people.
Does Duncan and Eddie get some of this, or are we just not in the room so we don't get it?
That's up to them.
Forget about the
You're,
gold.
you know
Focus
what?
on
You're
what I'm
not in the
trying to
room.
tell
You know what? No, no,
Sorry.
no. You know what?
Not in the
I'll do
room.
the fair stuff. I'll go give them both 11 of the 44 gold I have. So I only come away with 22 of that, and I'll give the 11 to both of them.
There you go. You each get 11 gold.
Okay, and
Wait, good for protecting the horses.
Sorry, Kyra's not as nice when it comes to the money.
Yes, I know. That's why you can keep it, but
So
You know why. Nobody else
I
does.
know.
okay.
What do y'all want to do now? Now that you have all of this information, you have your silver weapons.
We have silver weapons. We have more information. We can make silver weaponry, bullets. What now?
I hate
gonna-
this town.
so Cloudy, using her thieving stuff, she's gonna look for like anything that's like a lockbox or possibly like a safe or something valuable. Since this is like the mayor's house, she kind of expects there to be something locked away.
Cloudy would probably suspect that that would either be in the master bedroom or it would be in the study.
Well, she's gonna check the master bedroom first.
Well, you go upstairs and see exactly the same thing that Kyra and Finn saw. And knocked to him because he was also with them.
Okay.
It's a completely
And
disgusting room. And because it's already been like stirred up, the smell is just repulsive.
Is there
And I
like,
didn't find the safe in the study, right?
No, you did not find a safe.
Okay.
But Cloudy wasn't with you.
That's true.
That is
is there
true.
like any paintings or anything hanging in the room?
It looks like there might have once been a painting that is so badly faded you can't even tell what it was. Like, you
Okay.
essentially just see a brown canvas and a frame.
So she's gonna check behind that.
Smart.
Okay, you pull that away from the wall and you find nothing.
Yeah.
You
Wonderful.
find a wall.
You find a space that's not covered in dust.
The one space,
The
not covered.
only clean space.
The
The only-
only clean space.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Where else would there be? Maybe under floorboards. But
Could be.
that would require her stepping and listening.
Ripping the floor up with her crowbar, which we were told not to destroy this house.
Well, we're asked not to disturb it, but we're already far from that.
Yeah.
And chances are
Um,
nobody who's actually gonna live here.
Chances are nobody has seen the inside of that house for the last month, so they don't know what it looks like inside.
Yeah, who knows?
Because
Maybe
Actually,
a
you know
werewolf
what?
got it and was
Re-
just like, oh, no.
So you're saying we can tear everything apart? Let's
Well,
go.
Remember, when y'all walked in, the dust was undisturbed and looked like it had been that way for about a month. I'm just saying, that's what you saw.
So I'm gonna go ahead. Is there like a
Gronlin walks away. He's gone.
He's like, I'm done with this.
Done with
there
this.
is a dresser, right?
I hate this town.
There is a dresser, yes.
You want
It's
it to be
already
the
been
hero,
Is there
man.
anything behind it?
I do.
behind it. You can try and move it, but Cloudy's gonna need a strength roll for that.
Oh,
It's a
actually-
heavy
Girl.
dresser. This is a 5-foot tall dresser.
Yeah.
I'll actually say it real quickly. Kara, do you mind keeping an eye on the others? I'm gonna go back to the new mayor to go ask him a few more questions.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead, Finn. I got it.
not for the first time. Dun dun dun.
Small girl fails.
Small girl fails.
Small girl
Kyra will go
fails.
over to Cloudy and like, you need some help?
Yeah.
Alright, whichever of you has the higher strength can make the strength check at advantage. With guidance, because not
With guidance.
Thank you. Strength check. Hold on.
Cloudy has a +0, so
Wait.
I'm
How
so
do I do it?
glad
How do you just do a
guidance is
strength
picture.
check? Wait.
you'll just click on the strength.
Oh, I have a +2. Okay. And I
Not a
can
save,
get
it's a check.
and I get advantage. You said right.
Correct. And you have
And
guidance.
guidance.
You don't even need the guidance.
I push
You're
it
able
easily.
To just shove it out of the way. With Cloudy's help because the both of you are working on it. You're able to push it open enough for Cloudy to basically get behind it and find nothing.
I think this is a giant waste of time.
I wouldn't say it's
Cloudy,
giant.
I
We've
don't
got
think
a
there's
lot of
anything
weapons.
in this.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Kyra had to go back up into the disgusting master bedroom.
Let's go. Let's leave this
Finn,
place,
why do you
please.
make me do this?
Ugh.
Alright, fine.
All right, y'all are gonna go back and join Gronlin and Finn.
Correct.
Others typing.
Alrighty.
Oh wait.
Is there a basement? You don't find any stairs going to a basement, no.
And no hidden door or anything like that either.
No hidden trapdoor? Let's make one.
Not at first glance.
Alright. Well then, okay. Kyra will look to Cloud and be like, alright, let's head back with the others.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do it later.
Don't go waves.
It's funny.
Hi, Dunka. Oh, actually, I'll take this time to give Dunka his 11 gold.
And
Oh,
Addy.
and Addy too.
And Abby,
Because
because he's right there. Yeah.
Everyone's like packed with silver knives and plates and silver. He's like, thanks.
no problem.
All right. So you all
Not to
head
Addy.
back. You all head back to the town hall. And still the new mayor is there, whose name I've already forgotten because I didn't write it down.
Something with an A. I think. I don't know.
Like how we all don't remember.
Somebody
I'm
was
gonna
busy
call him
digging
Dust
this.
now.
Well,
That's the
you
only
know,
thing I can remember from that house.
Ugh.
Dust.
He's never lived in that house.
Oh, it
So,
hasn't been.
Sir New Mayor. Oh, Finn will go give him back the key to the mayor's house.
Okay.
His name's
It
Arnett.
took a.
Arnett,
Arnett.
thank
I
you.
knew
Arnett.
it was an
Okay.
A. I knew it started with an A.
Okay.
I also knew it had an N in it, like N-E-N, but I was like, I don't know what the next one.
Don't worry,
I'm
Dunka the
gonna
record
s-
keeper's got you covered.
Wonderful. So yes, I'll go give him that. I'll go relate to them. We seem to have found some silvered items that we could use against the werewolves, so we'll just be borrowing them for the time being to help the town better. Otherwise, it seems that most of the mayor's house to be unused. So in light of that, is there anything that the mayor had on him or that he could have left behind? Any books, information, things to tell?
Well, I'll show the papers I found in the study.
Did you also
About-
take the books?
Yes, I would have taken everything that had to do with the Illuminati and
The
Illuminati.
werewolves?
this conspiracy theory that's going on.
They broke the
So-
bathroom.
It was
So-
out of order.
You're able
This-
to look through all these papers and books and stuff. What are you trying to learn from them?
Why the werewolves attack this town every 16 years?
What are the werewolves
Mm.
looking for? in
What are
this
they
town?
looking for?
So, it's going to take some time, but, and there's a big stack of books. Probably enough, there's probably about 10 books in this stack. So, if all 5 of you were to just take 2 each and just read them, it'd probably take you about, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours to just go through and read all of these. Is that what you want to do?
I mean, aren't we gonna be waiting in this town anyway until nighttime where the werewolves are supposed to
Yeah.
be coming attack?
That you
So
I
all
would
might
say,
as
how
well
long
have
till
something
dark?
to do.
Actually, while we
It also
do that,
probably took you about an hour or so
To look
search
through the house?
So it's still not even close to dusk.
What time is it? Roughly.
You say what time is it? It's a little bit afternoon, probably about an
Okay,
hour.
mid-afternoon.
actually, while we're doing this, since we only need 5 people to do this, could I have Addy help us out, make some silvered weapons? Like, melt down the silver for us.
You want
while we do
Addy and
this.
Dunka to melt down silver weapons to melt down the silver and make the weapons?
Yeah, to help us out if they want to.
They should take all the daggers that are not mine and also do the same thing.
Is there a smithy in this town?
If you're able to find a blacksmith shop, it's not the best forge, but it'll do.
Because, I don't know if y'all heard in the last fight, but your boy doesn't do fire.
I can cast create bonfire.
I don't think bonfires are hot
don't think
enough
that
to
helps.
melt
Well,
silver.
to like at least start up the forge.
I mean, do you need a hellish rebuke or something?
The forge is glowing, and there is
Oh,
a
okay.
man working it.
So
Um,
there
Oh,
you go.
he
there we
Well,
go.
he's very
Okay.
obviously trained in making weapons.
Yeah,
it's
There
probably
we
give
go.
better just to cover our weapons, not make new ones.
give
Yeah. Well, as long as you just leave a few more to make me, or allow me to to make bullets.
If you
So
how
wanted
so to make
if you
bullets.
wanted to do that, rather than just forging brand new weapons, if you wanted to like line the sides of your weapons with the silver, each of you could line about probably one of your weapons and still leave enough left over for about 20 bullets for
Oh,
um
All
for
right.
Finn.
oh,
So
that's perfect.
and
Oh, let's
it'll
do that.
When
it'll work just as well as if you were to make a whole new silver weapon. You would have to redo it after probably a couple of months, but you'd be able to
I mean
use
a,
For
it as if
this.
it were a silvered weapon.
a couple of months is perfectly fine for the
Oh
situation we're
yeah.
looking at right
Yes,
now.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that the plan before I go talk to the blacksmith?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
also I have 4 things of leather armor, so I'll just give them to like 4 random townspeople, men.
Well, actually, you know, what,
Honestly,
I'll go
sweet.
give my leather armor to a random townsman as well because I have my studded.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So
I can get rid of
five
that.
new, five men in this town have just donned leather armor.
They've gone
Um,
from 10 to 11 AC.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
fucking
Um,
get rid of that
those
Be
shit.
of you,
proud.
I mean, everybody is able to get one weapon silvered. So
Okay.
Okay.
pick whichever one it is that you want. Kyra, if you don't need it because you have your silver
I
short
have my
sword
own
and your 2 silver daggers,
right.
one other person can get an extra silvered weapon. Um,
I,
Someone need an extra silver weapon.
I just
I
need
would
the
say
one.
I doubt
Yeah.
I can line my gun with silver or make my whip silver. So
Anybody else who dual wields that needs a second weapon?
I mean, Cloudy
And
probably
silver?
will
don't
do
forget,
her
Ramara
dagger.
will be back next week, and you guys aren't probably going to start any werewolf fights tonight.
I'm gonna save it for Romero, maybe then.
All right.
Okay,
yeah.
So
then I'll just do my rapier in silver.
okay. So everybody make a note on whichever weapon that you want to have be silvered. It won't do any extra damage or anything, but it will do
You,
damage to
yeah.
werewolves
You
There's
can
a
and other
also
wolf
edit that in
creatures.
D&D Beyond by
yeah.
pulling
There's a
open the weapon tab and selecting the silver checkbox.
That's what I
yeah.
did. Thank you.
I was about to
Look at
say
my
that.
Yeah. And I get
thing.
20 silver bullets. Hooray.
Sorry,
Um,
I'm
but
also
just like in
typing
combat, Addy beats Gronlund to the punch.
save
It
silver
does. I hate you.
Mira weapon. I'm just typing a note for myself to
Okay.
remind myself.
alrighty. So, and the blacksmith doesn't charge you for it.
Oh,
He
hush.
makes
Yeah.
20 silvered bullets for Finn, and then lines each of the weapons that you give him with silver.
Wait,
And it's
he's not charging us at all?
he's not going to charge you because you're going to go and
They're villagers.
essentially he's expecting that you're going to go and find his wife, basically.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
that's sweet and
That's
all,
kind
but I'm
of.
still gonna put like 10 gold on the counter for him.
He'll take it, but he doesn't charge you.
Okay.
Lining each of your weapons with silver is going to take some time, so you probably won't get them back until about dusk.
Okay.
Understandable.
Mine's a mace. I mean,
It's still going to take some time to line it with silver. Yours will probably take more time because it has more spots to line with silver
Yeah,
rather
you
than just a straight line.
can't just
Yeah.
dip it in a bucket, unfortunately.
How that works.
wouldn't
Like a
wouldn't that be
chocolate
nice?
covered strawberry, just whoop.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so let's go
So-
through these books
Yeah.
and notes.
Yeah.
Y'all want to go
So-
through those books.
Each of us have 2 books, yes?
So, and I'm just going to basically tell you what those books would tell you about werewolf lore, whether it's true or not. So you would know A, werewolves usually live in packs. You very rarely see a lone wolf. They can live in packs of anywhere between 5 to 50 to up to 500 individuals. It's not uncommon for a pack to be that large. They're also very civilized. They'll find often they'll find old abandoned towns to remake and rebuild into their home, um, or they'll come in and take over a new town and either turn all of the people that live there, chase them out, or kill them. Um, on a wolf's 16th birthday, they begin to feel a strong pull in a very specific direction. If they are raised in the werewolf community. If they're not, they don't feel that pull until they see what that pull is supposed to be pulling them towards. Once a wolf turns 16, they are able to find their mates. They have the chance to go and find their mates. If they don't find their mate before they turn 21, then their wolf reveals itself to them when they turn 21. Meaning they cannot shift until they either find their mate or turn 21. Alpha wolves are normally much, much larger than regular werewolves. In the description that probably Kyra is reading, it matches essentially how large that clothing was in that in the house. It matches basically that description. So from that you can draw the conclusion that Josiah was probably an alpha werewolf. Alphas have the ability to control every member of their pack. And like not just give them orders and they're expected to follow it. No, they will give them orders and they have no choice but to follow it. They are compelled. On a wolf's 16th birthday, or when a group of them turns 16, they will often go out into the world as a group trying to find their mates because they can't shift until their mate comes to them. In societies of werewolves that live very close to a neighboring town, they will often send other wolves with them who already have their mates to act as essentially protectors, because even though you can't harm a werewolf with anything but silver, a wolf that is in their human form supposedly can be harmed with any weapon, not just a silver weapon. When a werewolf or a were-creature reaches the age of their were-creature's normal revelation time, whether they have found their mate or not, they will start to feel the effects of silver on them. So for werewolves, when they turn 16, they'll start to feel the effects of silver if silver touches their bare skin. Let's see here. What else? Yes. If a werewolf's mate dies before they meet them, they have the chance of getting what's called a second chance mate. It's a very rare chance, and this is if their mate dies or if their mate rejects them. And rejecting is almost as bad as them dying. It can potentially kill a werewolf to be rejected by their mate.
Damn.
Ouch.
It's very rough. And they're weak for days at a time, sometimes weeks, and will occasionally go feral, which is why sometimes when you find a rogue werewolf that is not acting civilized, it's usually because either their mate has died or their mate has rejected them. And so they have gone feral at that point. When their mate dies, the wolf almost always dies with them. But if they don't, they can be given a second chance mate. Again, very rare, extremely rare for it to happen. Another thing that you may notice while reading, not all people who are bitten by a were-creature, even with the intent of turning them into a were-creature, are turned. And let's see, Gronlin was reading the notes from the previous mayor. Gronlin, you would have noticed that he suspected that after years and years of studying this kind of stuff, that a person has to be originally designed to become a were creature in order to actually become one.
Okay.
And then the last big piece of information that you guys find, werewolves are not attracted to anybody but their mate. Sometimes, yes, they may try and take on mistresses or other relationships before before they find their mate. Usually, those relationships never work out. When they find their mate, there is no denying it. And especially the males, they will refuse to be away from their female partners for any longer than a week at a time. So, that is what those books tell you about werewolf society. Whether or not all of it is true, you have no idea, because you don't know who wrote the books, you don't know if the source is credible or not,
Yeah.
but that's what it tells you.
So they come every 16 years because that's when, like,
They have to find
they have to find a mate. So that's why they take all the women and children.
Well, not
Not
They
all
don't
of them,
take
but
They don't take the children.
They
They never
don't,
do.
well, whatever. But they
Never
Yeah.
take the children.
That would
Fine,
be
they
pretty
take
weird if they
women.
started taking children.
hide your kids, hide your wife.
Alrighty.
It's the hags that are taking the children. The
They had
The
werewolves
hags that
taking
took the
women
children.
and some of the
Alrighty.
men.
So,
But they're
If they're-
what are they looking for?
well, based
Oh,
on these
and
books, if they're true,
one more thing that I forgot to mention that would be in the books. Occasionally, and especially in very large packs, the werewolves will find that their mates are originally not were creatures. They're were creatures of other species. So a werewolf can potentially be mated to a were cat or a were dragon or a were rat. Not a were rat or cat, excuse me. A were dragon, a were
Where fox.
yes, were fox, and then
Bear.
Dog.
yes, and bear, because those are the only ones that mate for life. Where rats, cats, birds, and boars do not mate for life. So they do not have what would be referred to as destined mates, and thus
Alrighty.
would not feel that pull. But bears, wolves, foxes, and dragons do. But they only feel that pull if they are raised in a society that can teach them about that.
So that's why they've been coming every 16 years. They've been trying to find mates.
And they find their mates.
And they
and
find
these
their
women.
mates
Bring 'em
and they
back.
take them.
This is a lot process.
A lot
at
of
the
info.
moment.
I hate this town. This town should just up and leave.
You wanted to be the
They don't
hero of
need
this
they don't
town.
need to be saved. They just need to leave.
Well, first we need to save the children from the
Yes.
hags.
Fine.
Well,
That I get.
There's also the fact that these werewolves are still attacking people when they get in their way.
Right. Well, and they're kidnapping women
Yeah.
And men,
and men. Some men.
Some men.
at the very least, they seem civil about it.
Or they're just defending
Possibly.
themselves from being attacked by town guards and they're just trying to find their hot dates.
And the
I
hot dates
feel like-
haven't come back, so that means they gotta mean something, right?
Right,
Yeah.
they're not killing them.
Actually, that's
Guess
right.
the only option is for you guys to go and find out.
Let's do
I'm
something.
I'm going to hate myself for this, but
Book
you
studying,
Rhonda
so
wanted to
much
be a
fun.
hero, so you know what? I'll do this. Let's go talk to the werewolves if they're so civil.
Civilized.
All right.
Uncle will take the hero lead.
So
I'll
as
take the
you
hero lead
guys,
too.
Dunka's gonna lead this mission. Oh shoot.
I was half expecting you guys to be like, hey, let's put up Cloudy as like a sacrifice. Like,
No.
it's-
Okay,
Wait, that's a
you
good
want
option.
to be used.
no.
Alright,
Kyra would not let that happen. She would first say she will be the bait because she can deal with the monsters.
It's
And
option C.
Cloudy is 15. She's a
well,
child.
she's
Cloudy
16.
is
She's
16.
16.
That's option
Like-
C.
And
Was
I'm not going
option
to put
C?
both of you up to this. Since
No,
that's just
I would not.
terrible because we need you
Yeah.
both.
All right. So, you guys want to go and find where the werewolves are at and talk to them?
Yeah.
All right.
That would be
We're
the
gonna
best
wait
course
for
of
our
action.
weapons first.
Yeah.
I think
you,
we
Have our
should-
weapons.
we
We're
need-
ready.
as
we don't
dusk
need to-
falls, do you guys want to wait until the next morning, or do you want to go at night? Because at this point, you would know the werewolves are probably most active at night.
I feel
We
like
should
going
go
as
at
soon
night.
as we
It would
have
be
our weapons
best.
is the best
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, probably.
Also, I would want to make this clear. If we get into a fight with the werewolves, we're not taking these silver weapons to try and kill them. It's just so we can escape from them. There are probably going to be more than too many for us to handle.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so you go and you get your weapons back from the smithy. And as you do, the rest of you who didn't previously see her, as well as Gronlin and Addie, or not Gronlin, Dunca and Addie, because they've already seen her, once again, you see the white wolf standing at the edge of the forest.
Okay.
Wait, so we all see this now?
The 5 of
All
us
see her.
that didn't know this, like, didn't know. Would we all realize like who it is or what it is?
Addie has already told you guys,
Yeah.
but Kyra, since you pray to all the gods, you would
She would
immediately
definitely
know,
bow. Oh
you
yeah,
would
she would
immediately
bow.
know that that is the manifestation of Kareem.
She would bow to Kareem, without a
I'll
doubt.
let Kyra stick
Cloudy
to the
actually.
bowing.
Who does Cloudy worship? She worships like 3 different gods, kind of.
Probably figure that out.
She
Two
does. Like,
people that worship 3 different
You're
gods.
going to worship.
she has
You know what?
Kareem.
I'll let you take
Astra
care of that
and
bit,
Etu.
Kyra.
Kareem, Astra, and Etu?
There
Yeah.
you go.
That's amusing because Astra and Etu are Kareem's children. Okay, so you also immediately recognize Kareem.
I see a giant white wolf.
Y'all have never seen, well, I won't say never. You have, for the most part, not seen a white wolf in the wild, and you have never seen a white wolf of this size.
Finn says hello and waves to the wolf.
Yeah, if you look at this wolf is taller than Dunka.
Oh,
I'll give a bow. That's
I'll say my inner need to ride this wolf is just growing. I always wanted to, but that's aside for the.
Kyra will be like, Finn, please bow, please bow.
yeah. So
I'll actually
Cloudy's
say, why
gonna
am I bowing
bow.
to a wolf?
You
You
Alrighty.
say wolf.
Are
Yeah,
you
fine,
guys
I'll-
taking the horses and carts with you, or are you leaving them here?
It'd be
We would
best
probably
to
leave them in the village.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're gonna get eaten if we take them.
God
and we're
said,
going through
God
a
said he bows
forest.
as well.
Fine.
Everybody
Seeing
bows.
that everybody else bows, since I don't really worship this god, I'll just be like, alright, fine. For the sake of this, he does a bow too.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so she waits for several minutes until you guys finally start to approach her, and continues to wait.
I'll
like we
continue. Oh, yeah, I'll go walk up to the wolf yeah, I'll walk up to the white wolf just to see if they're gonna
As you
growl or
approach her,
anything.
no, she does not growl.
Okay.
As you approach her, you also notice in this form, she is plenty large enough for all 7 of you to ride on her back. She's a massive wolf. You have to look up at her.
Oh,
Oh,
also just to ask, so Addie told us who this is, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Addie,
Okay,
Addie did tell you that he saw the manifestation of Kareem.
Alright, I'll just go and ask, so you are the god Kareem?
She does not respond to you. Instead, she simply lays down and waits.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll touch the wolf on the back first, just to make sure it seems that that's what they want, and then go on the wolf, if that's all right.
She
Kyra being
she nods her
astonished.
head. She nods her head and waits for the rest of the group.
Sure.
Alright,
Let's
yeah,
go.
Kyra's
Kyra's gonna hop on
astonished,
one.
and follows Finn on the back of.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like one god likes me.
Uncle
So-
gives scratches behind her ear and then hops on.
Aw.
Yeah, Cloudy's gonna hop on as well.
All right. Once all of you are on, she stands up, and in a flash,
If I
she
may.
doesn't even. Yes.
Am I the only one concerned that the physical manifestation of the patron mother of were creatures is offering to give us a ride into a literal den of werewolves?
No, I'm actually more enamored by the fact that I can say I'm riding a
act-
god right now.
I'm actually grateful because that means that we are going to be okay.
Actually,
Yeah,
even more
we're
than that, it should mean that you guys should all watch out and let us not mess this up, please.
I mean, I'm slightly concerned, Eddie. Like I get that. I'm slightly concerned as well. But I'm gonna I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt.
You
We'll
don't
see
tell a
what
god
happens.
no.
Yes,
God.
you don't
Yeah.
tell a god no.
You don't tell God, no.
Some of them you do, not all of them.
Not
Alright.
Unka
this
says,
God.
Eddie, Mama says
Not
never
this.
pass up a free ride.
Some of them you tell no.
Some
Certain
rides
ones.
you should pass up.
Some you should.
That's not what Mama says.
I know one. I know one in particular you should give up. But
Anyways,
Addie will
So-
hop on
So,
the wolf.
You all get on top of the manifestation of the goddess Kareem, and she doesn't even start to run. Just in a flash, you appear
Oh,
in the middle of a town
Well then.
filled with werewolves. They all look at you like you're insane, then see Kareem, and they all drop to their knees. And then she lays down and waits.
and with
Yeah.
that, Finn will get off, and I'll actually, I'll do the nice thing. Does Kareem want any of my rations? I'll share with them.
You offer it to
God.
her, and she kind of just turns her head away.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. My
I'll
apologies
get
then.
off.
I wanted to thank you more properly, but I suppose I will ask Kyra how I can do that better later.
Probably a good idea, but Cairo will get off and bow again and thank the goddess for
Yeah,
allowing her to
funny.
even be on her back.
Yeah,
I
I'll
got to
give her
ride a white wolf.
bow.
Once everybody is off her back, she disappears.
Since I pray they speak common, is there an alpha in this town?
There is a bit of whispering, and you constantly hear the name Lupus spoken.
The disease.
Gosh.
Oh, not
We
in
wish
this
to
world.
speak with the pack leader if we are able to.
That's the alpha.
Yeah.
That's usually what that means.
Yeah, no, I know that's what it means. I'm just trying to. Yeah.
So after a few moments, one man steps out of the big house in the middle of the town,
Always the big house.
and this is what you
Whoa.
see.
Okay.
Oh, what an
Oh.
Why
attractive
does this?
man.
This
He's
reminds me of
dreamy.
Hello.
that.
He-
Hello.
It's
there.
McDreamy.
Oh, that scar. Hmm.
Sorry, I closed it too fast. Can I see that picture again?
You should be able to access it. You should be able to access it in your journal,
Oh, really?
as well as all of the maps.
Open the
Oh,
stream,
wow.
nerd.
Okay.
So that's the man you see. He kind of glares at your group, and he says, "What is a group of?" And he kind of sniffs the air a little bit, and he says, "What are you doing here?"
We're a group of travelers and those who wish to do good. We've come here since Wolfcall has been losing a lot of their female people, and even more so, they've lost many of their children as well.
You hear chuckling as you say the word wolf call. He says, "That is not wolf call. This is wolf call.
Interesting.
This town is wolf call."
You have any documents that say that? Like, is there a sign or something
Can we
that
see your
says?
town documents then?
Is there a sign
really-
that says?
I want some evidence of this.
Yeah, is there a sign that says this is the real wolf call?
Nice.
Obviously, we are not accepted by this country's government because they don't know we exist here.
Well, one town knows you exist,
Yes.
and
Yes,
then
the one that you believe is wolf call, but it is not.
Okay, but I don't know what to say to this werewolf because I don't like him. But
So Duncan will
Well,
speak up and say, well, we rode here on your god and she dropped us off. So is there anything we could do to help you?
I don't think they want our help.
Want to
Dunka.
help us?
Yeah.
Yes, our path brought us here for some reason.
More
I don't know what.
accurately, is there anything we can do to stop the cycle of kidnapping of all of the women of a town that, well,
lost
most
so much.
non-werefolk refer to as Wolfcall?
He chuckles again and he says, "Non-werefolk, you don't even know." But no, we. It was strange this year. This year there were many of my packmates' mates were there, but it is not normal for that many. I would suggest that they not put up such a big fight. It is the destined of the goddess Karim that they are either turned or simply mated to one of my wolves. They should be proud of that.
Well, a lot of them don't seem to be proud of it.
Yeah, it seems like they don't get a choice.
Well, they don't. It is the destined of the goddess Karim. The path is written for them.
Destiny is always chosen. No one can alter fate. Yada yada yada. Yes, yes.
This one understands.
I think that
No,
was sarcasm.
Yeah, that was.
The
It was
main
such sarcasm.
problem,
Two
though,
great
Clearly not
however,
points.
good at reading sarcasm.
Clearly not.
That's why
though,
Kyra
I will.
said it.
Yes, Kyra knows me
takes-
very well.
It takes a moment, and then another man, while you're having this conversation, steps out of the house. He's very clearly an ASMR man,
Oh,
Oh,
and
A
as
lot of that going around.
Look at a lot of good pictures here.
they're also
man, that
dreamy.
man's- Mm,
Oh my!
werewolves.
look at that jawline.
That hair, that flowing gold locks
Cloudy.
in the wind.
Cloudy, I need
Yeah.
you to please make me a wisdom save
Oh no.
A
Oh my!
wisdom save.
Oh no.
to see if you can resist the sudden pull you feel towards this man.
Oh,
Oh my
jeez.
god.
Okay. Oh god.
I was kind of
Okay.
thinking I'd fail.
I know, right? Fuck. Can I make that roll
Now,
too?
Cloudy, I need a constitution save from you.
Okay. Constitution save. This is actually her weaker of the two.
I will say you did fail that wisdom save.
Oof.
You
Oof.
definitely failed that.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
all watch as Cloudy's body starts to contort.
Oh.
Her bones break
Wow.
and reform. Fur starts to sprout along her body. Dark brown fur, gorgeous chocolate color. And her eyes shift. What's Cloudy's normal eye color?
They're green.
Green. Her eyes shift between green and brown, and then back to green as she fights to take back control, and then finally they shift completely back to brown. At the same time, this man that has appeared before you, Cloudy's face, this man that has appeared before you immediately shifts, and again, it's the same slow process of bones breaking and reforming, the muzzle growing out of his face, tail out of his backside,
Out of his butt.
as blonde fur starts sprouting all over his body, and before long, two very large wolves, one that was previously Cloudy and one that was previously this man, stand before you. The blonde furred wolf, which was the man, walks up to Cloudy and rubs his muzzle against hers. And Cloudy almost doesn't have a choice but to return the affection as
Yes, I
Cloudy
accept this affection.
Wow.
Cloudy has found her mate.
I'll
Sounds like a
actually
new
turn to
NPC to
Lupus
bring
and
along with
say,
us.
I'll turn to Lupus and
We have a
say,
werewolf
so
NPC now.
this,
We have
Sweet.
2 werewolves.
so
Yeah,
this
well, 2 werewolves.
is the process that's been going on every 16 years. Just to say real quickly, wow, that sounded painful. Just to say, I was actually worried
Cloudy.
that my friend was
Real-
dying over there when I heard that first.
Really quick. And his eyes are like almost still golden, but a darker version of the gold, like a deeper version, more like amber. Um, Cloudy, you're aware of what's happening, but you have no control.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
It's almost like there is a second being inside your head.
Gotcha.
I will actually be honest. I'm now worried for Kyra very deeply over this. But I will muster up the courage and say, the process I see is very important to you and your people, but the process in which you just kidnap the people wildly has caused a lot of problems. I think it will continue to do so if you continue this way.
It did not used to be so wild when Josiah was the mayor of that town.
And what happened to Josiah?
He was killed by some adventuring party who thought that a werewolf should not be the mayor of a town.
The Duncan's like, why don't you just try to live together?
Yes, that would be my suggestion.
Don't think we've offered that, but their town is much too small for my pack. You see 30 of us here, but there are well over 500 of us that live together.
But it's a start.
It is.
It would be if they weren't so
Build that solid gold barn.
For a
Middle
solid
of town.
gold barn.
Duncan the negotiator.
I know, right?
Yes.
It wouldn't be so difficult if they weren't so afraid of werewolves.
Well, I can see why, considering you terrorize them in the middle of the night and look for your mates, which they call kidnapping.
That is simply because they don't try to understand. We have tried numerous times to give them the information, those books that I see you carrying. You don't think we gave them those in an attempt to get them to understand our ways?
Perhaps you weren't trying hard enough.
Or perhaps the humans and humanoids in that town weren't trying hard enough.
I'll actually
We
whisper
can
to
only
Gronlin.
do so much.
Actually, I'll whisper to Gronlin. Well, they have been doing this for over 600 years. I'm pretty sure he has pretty harsh like stock in what he's saying.
We lived in peace when Josiah was mayor. And when that group of adventurers killed him, it threw everything into chaos.
So we just need to smooth it over with the new mayor. But one thing I don't understand, like Cloudy here, didn't seem like she had much of a choice. Do they enjoy this transition? Is this what they want in the long run, destiny or not?
We always give our mates, once they come to understand our ways, the choice of being turned. But we can't send them back to their people, because if my wolves are without their mates for too long, they will go insane. They will go feral or they will die. We don't force them to take on the change. The one that you called Cloudy, her wolf was already there. She was already born a wolf.
You don't force them to take the change, but you force them to come with you. How is that any different?
I wish Cloudy could speak right now, but she's wolf.
Cloudy can
Hold
make
on.
another Constitution save.
That's true. All right.
Actually, I'll actually stop. Are there any non-were people in this town currently?
Right. In this town here, or in the one you Cloudy, you're able to shift back, no problem.
In this
Um,
area here, if you're saying that you don't force them to turn, are there any non-were creatures here?
Yeah, any of the women that they had taken that didn't change.
Or men?
Or men. My apologies.
The newest additions to our pack have not taken the change. You'll find them in any number of our buildings as they are currently with their mates, as their mates are calming them and explaining things to them. But you'll find, once they arrive here, they're much calmer with their mates.
Cloudy, how do you feel right now?
Well, she's checking out her like hands and stuff, like yeah, to where she's like. Also, this beautiful wolf boy has been hugging her.
Oh,
Yes, he has not shifted back. His wolf is sitting down watching you.
So she's like checking out her bones, making sure she's not broken.
How do you check out your bones?
She's like,
Let me-
Actually, you know, I also have to say this. I have to split really quickly and whisper to Kyra. You know, I will say the one upside of this is that you'll have like an ultimate bodyguard if you ever do find a mate. You know.
I don't need a mate, Finny.
Finny.
Well, how about this? How about a bodyguard then? That'll make monster hunting so much more fun.
Nah, I like to get my hands dirty.
Ah, that's why I like you. Alrighty.
I like this.
Alrighty.
So
You wanna
no,
poop?
she's feeling
Fit
okay.
enter.
Oh.
Alrighty. So
So
I have
apparently she
another-
just ran into the love of her life. So I mean,
so yeah.
Oh yeah, Cloudy, essentially what you're feeling is just an unwavering attractiveness and love for the wolf that is sitting in front of you.
I actually also have to ask. So, do these only affect people that are werewolves? Or basically, are the mates both were creatures? Has there ever been an attraction between a were creature and a non-were creature? Like somebody that's completely not a were
Yes,
creature?
go ahead and take a look in any of our buildings. Many of the human women and the ASMR and the elves, and they have not taken the change, and yet the mate bond is there. They don't feel as strongly about my wolves as my wolves do about them, but they still feel
Wonder
calm
why.
and they still feel loved, and they are starting to return that love.
Sounds like a heavy case of Stockholm syndrome, but
I was
Yeah.
just about to
point.
say it.
That's
Beauty and the Beast.
what
Beauty
that
and the
is.
Beast.
This is Beauty and the Beast.
Stockholm syndrome is what that is.
except we
Yes,
both
it
turn
is.
into beasts.
Well, not necessarily. Cloudy
No.
seems to enjoy it.
Cloudy turned into a beast.
Turned into a werewolf.
After a
But-
moment, the wolf sitting in front of Cloudy shifts back into the man, and he just stands there.
Alrighty. So from
So
the
I'm gonna go ahead and play the
sounds,
part and hug him.
So
Oh,
Dunkel
yeah.
asks, well, what about their existing families and kids that they have them? Why don't
Yeah.
you protect them then if you make it sound like it's such a good deal for everyone?
For the most part, we do. That's why there is rarely an attack on this town. The hags came too quickly. Most of my pack was out hunting, and
Most of your pack?
Wait,
You
actually,
said
So
you
wait.
had 30 here.
Yeah,
How many
500
were-
couldn't
500
protect the town?
around.
had myself, my son, Landon, who is apparently your Cloudy's mate, and goodness, my mate, I think, was the only other one who was here. Everybody else was out hunting and enjoying their nights with their mates.
So you mean 20 plus werewolves were
500
out in the
plus.
Yeah, 500.
fine
Well, this is also
500
their
plus.
mating season, so a lot of them would be a bit busy.
Sorry, I can't like.
Don't even
Actually,
start.
Granlin, this actually might be a good opportunity for us and for them.
Well, yeah.
We have a common enemy thus far, which is the hags.
Team up.
They can help us find them and take back the children. And if the
Yes.
town sees them returning their children, things might start to change.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's good in theory. I don't
Good in
think it's
theory,
gonna
but
be.
it's the best thing we have so far.
Yeah.
What do they got to lose?
If the town can accept them, especially as protectors, merging them and making these hunts easier and more beneficial for both sides.
No. I am for helping people.
Yes, you are, Mr. Hero. That's why I want to help you as well.
Kyra's all in. She'll kill hags. Sounds fun.
Yes, I'm
And she wants to
for
save
the
the kids.
children.
She cares about these kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Mr.
is.
Mercenary, you've been quite quiet. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
I go where the money goes. Nothing less, nothing more.
I think a
Alright,
job
sounds like
was
he's
to kill
been-
the hags, so
Cloudy? I know you're busy with your mate, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can
your
contribute to the
opinion.
conversation.
Fine.
Alright.
We shall get these hags. Shut up.
Oh, wait. Is...
That-
Oh, okay.
what about a Noctum?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Dear
is
God,
Noctum-
what do you suggest we do?
That's why I was checking in case he typed something. But yes, so Noctum, what are your thoughts? You seem to be more interested in these hags more than anybody else, especially.
Yes. The roads help us track down the location.
Sorry, I can't hear him.
He said to track down the location.
Okay.
The roads the roads would have a superior sense of smell.
hmm
Do
Yeah,
you say this
that's-
out loud?
This talk of plan?
Ouch.
I mean, yeah. Dunka, do you have any motherly words of wisdom to help share with us?
Yeah, but I don't know if it'll help because Dunkus, as a distracted farmer, loses all their crop, and it sounds like these guys were distracted and they're losing their people.
Indeed. So, Lupus, what do you think about our proposition thus far?
Is your proposition what I'm hearing right now is we go and hunt down these hags for you and that's the end of it?
I think
Not
we team up.
for
We want the
us.
money.
Actually, yes.
Not for us, with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have much
Nonetheless,
reason to
that's
take
putting
you.
many of my pack in danger.
I didn't know
Well,
werewolves were so
Maybe
weak.
not all of your pack.
Shit.
Dunka.
That'd be
Maybe
fighting
just-
words.
One or two.
You hear a growl from both Lupus and Landon at that.
At
For
what?
what Dunka said?
For what Dunka said, yeah.
Wait, what did Dunka say?
Werewolves are so
Werewolves
weak.
are weak.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Both
Well.
Landon and Lupus and a good chunk of the werewolves that can hear you around all growl.
Well,
Take
don't they
it-
have really good hearing? So wouldn't all of them be able to
Take
hear
it this way.
Technically,
What's his
yeah.
name? What was that guy?
Lupus.
Lupus. Take it this way. If those hags continue to steal children, your pack might no longer have mates.
I will consider your proposition under the condition that you then speak to the mayor on my behalf and try to set up a meeting time for us so that we can discuss a plan for the future.
On my word, I'll ensure that happens.
My
I can
son,
assure that we talk to him. Whether or not he listens is a different story. But fine. You help us track down these hags. We will try and help set up a meeting.
tracking down the hags can take more time than you know. I would recommend that you handle the meeting while we handle the hags. I'll send my best warriors to go and hunt them down.
Get them, fucking
Alright.
deal with them to
And make
begin
sure you
with,
bring
or
those children
whatever.
back safe and sound.
Yes.
Dunka reaches his hand out and walks out to Lupus. Deal. We shake on it.
Bit confused, but he shakes your hand
At least he shakes your hand.
and he says, "My son Landon will accompany you."
Well, obviously, fucking.
Also, actually, oh yeah,
Not
that's
gonna
the
leave
one that's
Cloudy.
with Cloudy,
Yeah,
right?
can't-
Yeah, he's not
That's
gonna
what
leave
she's gonna come
Cloudy.
with anyways. Of course.
Whatever. Okay.
Sweet.
Adopting NPCs now.
Look at all these NPCs we have.
You have one.
One.
now.
We have one.
One of
One.
many.
One, but we have
One of many.
One of the just many of the collection that we shall start collecting.
Very
Mhm.
soon. And yeah, continuing on. So,
Right. So,
Lucas, is there any way for us to return to this town more easily once we leave?
simply just walk into the forest and Landon can lead you here.
Good enough
This
for
has been
me.
his home for his entire life, and he only went to the town this year, I think. I don't even think he went on his 16th birthday. He only went this
Whatever.
year and didn't find his mate.
I'm gonna start walking back too. I'm done with these roles. I'm like, we're gonna talk to the mayor. I'm done.
All right, so you're gonna go talk to the mayor.
Yeah,
Oh, also, I do want to ask Landon one thing real quickly.
No.
he's coming with us. You can
I
ask
know.
him along
You
the
can
way.
ask
this
him
is
as we're
more-
walking.
Yeah, I'll ask him as we walk, but can you please teach Cloudy about this? I don't want her to randomly turn into a werewolf in the middle of the city.
Don't worry, my friend. It's not as difficult as some other wolves will make it out to be.
I would
I pray that's
suggest.
true.
I would suggest that they stay a little bit away from the town for right now.
Stay with the carts and the horses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, outside the town. Just,
Yeah, we can move the carts and the
for-
horses outside, but
yeah, just for safety reasons, because they might just attack them on sight.
Yeah, but would they be even able to notice that we're werewolves?
Not on
Yeah.
sight, no. You would have to shift or growl or something like that.
I
It'd have to
think
be
I
some
would.
kind of wolfish behavior.
Yeah, I
Cloudy,
think I would
no
just
growling, no sniffing, and no hiding under carts. All right.
Her hiding under carts is normal though. Just let that one go.
Not for these people. It's normal for us, but not for anybody else.
She's
I
been
think
doing
I-
it. She was doing it earlier, and they didn't say anything. Just,
Pretty sure Romario was distracting them pretty well with that one. But let's continue.
Yeah.
Y'all head back to town. Landon is beside Cloudy the entire walk. And he's kind of like instructing her on how to control her shifting. And the newfound strength that comes with it. As y'all approach the town, Landon kind of leads Cloudy away from the group and back towards what he assumes are your horses and carts.
Okay.
Duncan
And,
goes to find Rim and fill her in.
Yeah, thank you very
she's
much.
completely focused on helping townspeople.
That's fine. I just don't want to leave her out.
Just would I make a pregnancy check? No, I'm joking.
oh, don't even start.
No.
Don't start.
Don't worry, there's a thing for that too, and it's not something you have to worry about until you turn 22.
Huh,
Okay.
we got some time.
Oh, you know what? That actually reminds me, Kyra. So, it
Hmm?
seems like you got a few more years until you can't be a wolf anymore. It's a shame.
Me be a wolf? Yeah, not happening.
You're right.
I am not built for that.
All right.
Go talk
So-
to the new mayor.
Yes,
Y'all are
I
gonna
will
go
talk
talk
to
to
the
the
mayor,
mayor.
too.
They're going back to the carts. All right. So you walk in. The mayor looks very surprised to see you again, and he says, "Oh, you're alive."
You thought we would
Your
die?
faith in us is astounding.
I know how many werewolves are in that town. There are lots.
And yet you
Yep.
still sent us there. Very good.
You
Very
went
good to
there
know.
on your own.
And as you see, nothing happened.
Well, what news? Did you find our missing women?
Yeah.
Happily
Yeah,
there.
Perception check.
Duncan says, they're not exactly your women.
Wait. Wait, what am I doing?
A deception
Why would
check.
you?
I mean, I'm not really
Are we trying to
deceiving
deceive
him.
We're not deceiving.
Okay.
Actually, yeah,
Okay.
that's the thing. How are we gonna do this? Are we gonna just be straight?
Really quick. Really
I'm
quick.
straight.
Duncan legit said that.
Really quick. Cloudy.
Yeah.
I need a perception check from you.
Okay.
I'm
Her
How many
gonna
perception's
wolves do
actually
you smell?
decent.
for Landon as well. Who has a +5?
He's a werewolf. Sure is.
Teen.
Hey, hey.
23.
Gosh, 20.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, Cloudy, you see. I wonder if I can share this with just you.
I believe there is an option for like PMs.
Yes, I can add it to one player's journal. Awesome. Cloudy, check your journal as you see this figure.
Journal.
Should be the newest NPC that just popped up for you.
Landed. Oh wait.
Should be elsewhere.
The thing in parentheses you don't know yet, but that is what you see kind of just outside the town. The rest of you, continue.
All right. Shall we just be straight with them?
Look, already said that. That's how the bad.
And now you're
Alright.
women. That doesn't really mean
Let's
anything.
be. I'm gonna be completely honest with him, and I'm gonna say, all right. So, good news. We're really close to finding the children.
Oh, well, that's wonderful news.
It's great news. The slightly less good news is the werewolves are here to stay. Now, they are helping us to find the hags who took your children. What they ask for in return is to have a meeting with you to talk about hopefully living peacefully together.
See.
Unfortunately, the women probably won't be coming back. There is a weird ritual thing. Don't want to get into it because it's kind of weird. But
Actually, I'd probably say it's not that they can't come back; they'll just come back with a +1.
yeah, sure. Like it's a fucking date. You're gonna come back with a +1. But yes, they want to live together peacefully, and they want to do is find their mate. That's it. But they just want to live together peacefully.
Tell their leader bring himself and any of his men that he feel he needs. And we will hold a meeting.
I want an insight to make sure he's like not gonna
And
try and
just-
plan anything shady.
Yeah, I'll probably just ask him like, all we ask is, please. I don't like this that I have to fucking defend a werewolf or whatever.
Why?
I don't know. I just something about me doesn't like this. This whole like destiny thing and like, oh, it's the fate that they're supposed to be mated, and it's like Gronlin's
don't
not
care.
into that.
I'll admit, I don't care much
For some
it
reason,
either.
I don't know. I'll
But-
figure it out later.
Well, I'm always here to help you with that.
Just keep an open mind, and please, we just want to help, and they are here to help as well. Hopefully they can. Please do not attack them on sight.
Have my word, they will not be attacked on sight.
Cool. I'm gonna make an insight check
I was
to
making
make
an
sure
insight
he's
check,
actually
too.
not.
He's actually
gonna-
telling the
I'm peering
truth.
I'm peering into
Everybody-
this guy's soul.
Everybody who wants to make an insight check, make an insight
And
check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself because I can.
Anyone want spare guidance for me too?
You could literally cast guidance on everybody. Like,
Okay, 16.
There, Noxum's like, here you go.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh,
I
there
think
it
a
is.
16.
Lost my tab for a moment. And then a D4.
Nice, Finn.
19.
yeah, all of you are fairly certain he's telling the truth. They have no intentions of attacking them.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, what do? Are you gonna walk all the way back to the to the werewolf?
Actually, no. We have to also ask, where are you going to hold this meeting?
We'll hold it right here in the town hall. You can be present if you wish.
Yes, I will very much be present.
Yeah.
What
Ready?
kind of what?
Sure.
I'm confused.
I'll be
Hold on.
present.
God is typing.
Alrighty. So, what are y'all going to do?
I mean, now what time is it? Like
It's getting pretty late.
we probably should get some sleep. Otherwise, we're gonna
Yeah.
suffer some exhaustion.
You'll have to make rolls for it, but yeah.
So Noctum says
Yeah.
having peace with the werewolf can help with their protection from future raids by the hags.
Or anything else.
Or anything else. Actually, yes, this is true. I am now
Alrighty.
becoming more open-minded to this.
Are y'all walking back outside?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, where are we gonna stay? Is probably now the question.
First, everybody who is proficient can make me a perception check.
Am I proficient in
Perception, please.
Nope.
Oh, I am.
Nope.
No, I am not.
That's awesome.
Dunga's proficient in everything, apparently.
He is.
Guidance.
Ow.
Don't know.
I am
Yeah.
proficient in perception.
Yeah, I'll give Duncan
Dang.
guidance.
Noctum is definitely proficient with the +6.
And they got a
Dang,
natural
Cloudy.
20.
Natural 20. Cloudy, you already rolled. You
Oh,
already
yeah.
saw it.
Cloudy
Oh, this is
rolled?
for them to see what they saw. Okay, I see.
Oh.
Duncan, I'll give
Oh.
you my guidance.
You just wasted that nat 20 there.
I did. I'm sad. Oh wow.
Another time.
No,
I mean,
not-
Duncan's
not-
got 13.
It's not
16.
difficult to spot her. Because Cloudy's already staring at her. So is Landon. What you see is, I don't know if this showed it to everybody.
Oh.
There we go. What you see is this.
Oh.
Well, hello.
Oh,
Pretty.
oh, she looks definitely pretty.
She's standing on the outside of the town, hands kind of just resting at her side, and does not approach, does not say anything. She simply stares at you.
Just out of curiosity and just in case, he just slides his hand over to his gun in the holster.
Oh my gosh.
Not gonna pull it out or anything, just
Her
carefully.
eyes immediately flick to you, and then they land on Noctuum. And they don't shift from there.
Oh.
Well, my friend, I'll go for a look over.
Can cut the tension with a freaking knife.
A
I believe
silver
that's been
knife.
the feeling this entire day we've had, from werewolves to hags to werewolf meetings and meeting a god.
This is actually a really nice picture.
It is.
Alright.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's
I really wish I could give credit to the artist, but I don't know who it is.
Ooh, it is. Well, if they are watching and if they ever see it, we give you credit.
Yes.
We give you gratitude.
Amazing skills.
Yeah.
I'll go
I
up
just heard that.
and pat Noctuum on the shoulder and actually ask him, "Do you know who this person is?"
Noctuum, you have no idea who this person is, but you feel a strange connection with them.
Oh my god.
Do we shoot him?
I'm not quite sure who she is.
What was that, Noctuum?
I'm not quite sure who she is, but I think I'm going to approach the person.
Right?
Because
doesn't
he
move.
is, I feel like I should be with him just in case anything happens.
And Kyra knows that Finn should not be left by himself. So
What's
going
the
to follow.
worst that can happen?
With the three of you that are approaching her, she immediately turns and takes off into the woods. And after a moment, you hear the galloping of a horse.
Way to go.
Oh.
Ding
Way
dong
to
bitch
go.
dust. So Duncan will go up to Landon and say, hey, it sounds like we have a deal to have a meeting. Can you go let your dad know or let them know somehow so we can have a meeting?
And his eyes kind of glaze over for a moment,
Uh,
silent, and then his eyes return to normal. He says, "They will be here tomorrow morning."
Wow.
That's cool.
That
Okay.
is actually cool.
Thank
Well,
you.
Cloudy, you have a very interesting mate.
well, thanks.
Yes.
He kind of chuckles a little bit, and he says, "That is what we call mind linking. Members of the pack can communicate with each other through our minds."
Oh,
Neat.
Hold on, we hear the galloping of a
teach me that
horse, you
one.
said?
You hear the galloping of a horse galloping away.
Wait, what direction is it going towards based on the map?
The
Based
same
on
direction
map,
that lady was?
No, I mean, like, is it going towards more Ravenhole, Lighthorn, or
Lighthorn.
she was probably one of the. She's probably with the hags. On the bright
Is
side,
one
it
of the
seems.
hags.
It is one
Or
of the
probably.
hags.
You know what I mean,
is
Kyra. At the least, we can be sure they aren't very far now.
And they know that
is
we're coming for them.
Actually, that's the thing I want to ask. Why did she come back?
You don't know. Too many
Well,
of you
yeah, I
approached
don't know.
her.
That's why I asked.
is there a church,
Yes.
temple, whatever?
There is an inn here.
Oh.
I was
What
talking
is-
about like
Oh, church or
in
temple?
church, yeah.
Probably just a general one where people can go for peace to pray, but it's not designated to a specific god or goddess.
Okay, I'm gonna go and pray to thing.
Oh yeah, I'll go. Kyra, can you go pray to that god for me? I'm not much of a religious type.
Sure. I will go
Thank
pray
you.
to the god, but the other gods and goddesses as well, since I'm at it.
Eh,
What building will be the
whatever it
church
helps.
in this town?
We'll do this one.
That one.
And then this will be the inn. It looks familiar. It looks like the building that Kit went to and didn't try to learn how money works.
and failed.
Oh man.
The viewers won't understand that joke.
The inn, I know. The inn is called the Keen Stew Inn.
A keen stew.
Yes.
Do
And
they
you can
have any
smell-
stew?
You can smell a delicious scent coming from the inn. And as you go to investigate it, it is a stew.
Food.
I will buy 4 of them immediately, and then give 3 of them, or give the 3 to Dunka, Cloudy, and what was it, Landon? Because it was just sitting there by the car. I don't want it to feel left out.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Landon-
there's a place to like put the horses and whatever.
Oh yeah, they've got
Stable.
a general stable, and some of the townsfolk will come and take the horses for you and stable them for you.
Yes, my folk hero.
All right. You all will get a long rest. You all will also get about 4,000 experience points.
Damn.
Okay.
Nice.
Damn, Shanae.
See, this is what happens when we're civil.
I believe that's a level up.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
We're 1,000.
Ah.
And we're like more
And
than
because we got a
halfway
long
to
rest,
the
this
next
counts as a level up.
too.
Yes,
Yep.
it does.
You just had 30 werewolves around you, and
We
managed
lived.
and you lived, and you managed to find a
Seduce one.
mysterious figure, and managed to get a lot. You did a lot more investigating than I planned, which I felt I needed to reward you for.
Probably a lot more than we should have.
Mhm.
Well, now you know about Josiah, which I wasn't planning on having any of that lore in there, but there you go.
Hey, it's good lore. I kind of like
Hey,
it.
yeah, it actually
Yeah,
went
it was
really well.
good.
Very good.
Really
I'm gonna
good.
put lore on the spot now. And you also managed to get the two different leaders to agree to a meeting. So
It was a productive session.
it's a
Yeah.
very productive session.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we are going to end relatively on time tonight. So those of you who are still hanging out with us and still watching us, thank you so much for sticking around. Remember to go and check out Chuck Weimer Music on Spotify, Apple Music, or anywhere else that you get your music from. Check out his new single, Take You Anywhere. And we will see you guys next week. Same time, same place. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Dun, dun, dun.